not doing it because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fucking ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the gigs in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back Tuesday night. Back together kind of again. Willie, Ed here. Eric is off again. He's actually at a convention for work.
Yeah, it's nice.
So,
yeah. Good for him.
A sticker convention. I think something about pasties. I wasn't sure exactly what it was. I don't know what they do at sticker conventions. I'm not sure.
They put stickers on each other.
Stickers and wallpaper. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do there. It's something we can look into, maybe.
I'm in.
So let's start out like we always start each week. Like I said, Ed and Willie are here. I think Jace might be stopping back by later, possibly. But to start, how was your week? We're going to start with Willie. I always start with that. Let's start with Willie.
Nice.
How was your week, Willie?
It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you because last week you guys did it on Thursday.
Yeah. What were you doing, Willie?
Guess what I was doing? I was playing some dart ball.
Oh, dart ball.
And we played a team and what was it? At the VFW, we played Katie Telsler's team. So we kind of messed around with them. You bring a speaker there because you can't hear the music out there. So I brought a speaker in, and during the third game, I hit it in our little dart ball box and was playing fart noises.
So, I was thinking when he said speaker, I thought it was like, the Lincoln Douglas debates.
Full score. Oh, I was standing at that like a soapbox, So that was fun. And they're good sports. They took it, And what else? Other productive thing I did this weekend, I watched the Squid Games.
How'd you like it?
I tell you what, it was pretty good. It started. Did you see the whole thing, Ed?
I haven't watched the whole thing. I fell asleep.
You gotta watch.
Too many murders put me right to sleep.
Well, I know at the beginning of it kind of turned me off too. I'm like, man, they're not going to last long here playing that red light, green light game.
It's like bodies piled everywhere.
You know what the original name of that show in wasn't from Korea, right? Korea?
Yeah, Korea.
It was called Lightfoot's Neighborhood.
Lightfoot's Neighborhood?
Lori Lightfoot. All the murder.
Little political humor there.
Waka waka. Waka waka. I'm sorry.
But it was good, and you know what? You think about these games you play when you're a kid, and they had all these different games that blowing it for everybody, but
blowing it.
That's the game I played. Man, my jaw hurt for months.
That's what she said.
Lockjaw. Anyways, they had the you pick teams different ways, and you had to figure out how you picked them, and if people didn't get picked, you thought, what did you think was going to happen to them? And I'm not going to tell you that because you're going to finish watching this thing.
Yeah, but you think that. I give up real quick on shows.
Do you really? You should really stick with this one.
Yeah.
You really should. Yeah.
I'm still at the point where Walter White just found out he got cancer.
Is that right?
So there's not a sign hanging above a door that says "Believe" on the Squid Games. No.
Okay.
No. They're all tapping the door like Notre Dame.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. What'd you do this weekend? You were a bachelor, weren't you, this weekend?
Yeah, I watched Squid Games.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It was only like 8 episodes, so, it didn't take that long.
I watched tentacle porn.
Hey.
Okay.
How can you do that with a tentacle?
So, Ed, what did you do this weekend?
We were just together on Thursday, so we just there hasn't been much.
It's only been 4 days.
Yeah, I watched the Packer game, which I parts of it I usually can't watch through, but while I'm watching this thing, I accidentally bumped the control while reaching for another venison stick, and another hunk of cheese, because that's what I eat during the game. And the channel changed, and it goes, I'm selling antenna, so it went from 6 to 5.3, and they're advertising a new show on that station called The Drag News. Yeah, Drag News.
Drag News?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's news for ugly men that dress up to look like ugly women who put on makeup with a shovel. No, I just made that part up. But that wasn't the real slogan. No, seriously, they look like clown linebackers. It was horrible. I was mesmerized by these guys' confidence or just complete lack of, their reality.
So when you saw, you're like, when did Clay Matthews come back to the Packers? Oh, wait.
it was just weird. I'm like,
John Randall?
This is a real show, It's just, it was crazy. At least those lady boys in Thailand, they kind of look like girls, I've mistaked a couple. There was a negative 37% chance that anybody would mistake these guys for women. That was
proven fact.
But that's drag queen. They're guys.
Yeah.
So I got my pronouns right.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Okay.
What channel was this on? 5.3?
Yeah. Oh, no, I have. So 10 minutes later, I'm like trying to figure out how to hook my VCR up to my new TV. Like I think I still got a tape somewhere.
So the real question is, what's on 6.9?
I don't know.
You didn't look? You got to look.
This is all an accident, and then it let me down. It's like being on the internet. You go down this wormhole, and next thing you know, I'm watching drag queens.
Tell me about the weather.
It's like, well, screw the Packers. This is way more interesting.
Getting tips how to get rid of your beard.
I've been out of the game for a while, so I didn't know what's happened.
My weekend I was in Florida for the weekend. Went to Tampa to the Bears Tampa game.
How'd that game go? I didn't see it.
It was great. It was actually. I'll tell you right now, Raymond James Stadium is. It honestly is one of the nicest places I've been in stadiums. It's a great stadium. It's in a neighborhood just like Lambeau. I would take it over Lambeau or Soldier Field in a heartbeat. It's not even a question. It's got two huge like tailgating parking lots, and you can walk down the street. People are selling hot dogs and brats. You can buy them. I parked.
They park you on the grass, don't they?
I parked in a business. I found it was a law firm, I think. $40, and I was a block away from the stadium. It was insane.
I parked there for a Yankees game 2 years ago, and we parked at a strip club, and I think it was only like $25.
Yeah, and you got
it's like you can see them.
And you got all you can eat hot dogs.
Yeah, it was
tacos.
I got a couple hairs in them, but it was all right.
But yeah, I like it was a great area. It was cool.
So what was the area like around it?
Houses, businesses. It was like kind of like Lambeau in a weird way. The side we were on, we walked around the whole stadium. I saw Virginia McCaskey.
I saw the picture. Yeah,
I did see her. She probably thought, "Why the fuck did I fly all this way to see this crap?" That's what I would have thought. And then, but it's a nice stadium. The cannons are loud because they went off a lot that day, and that we were sitting on the end. We were sitting by a tunnel, not a player tunnel, but right next to a tunnel, basically just like the Soldier Field seats, almost exactly the same, about 10 rows up, great seats, and the cannon was right there, and they go off every time they are in the red zone, every time they score. It was a lot that day. You never realize that much.
I can't hear so good.
Yeah. If I'm talking really loud, it's because of that. Also, I got a good story for you of this. I can't say Ohio or Florida because it's Florida, but we're standing in line waiting to get in the stadium, and three guys are behind us. And first they debate Justin Fields. One guy says he sucks. The other guy says, I liked it. So I was interested to hear that Tampa fans talk about it, not from around here. One guy likes him, one guy didn't, whatever. And then there was a dog walking around. And you guys form your own. I'll ask you a question, see where I'm going with this. So a dog with a police officer walking around, just walking, sniffing, whatever. The dog leaves, and these dudes are like, oh, whoa, that dog must not be able to smell anything. And I want to turn around and go, hey, morons, those are bomb-sniffing dogs. So that's your Florida for today.
There you go.
Did you see that thing I sent you today? Florida, Ohio?
Yeah, I read part of it. What was it again?
So this is a bomb-sniffing dog, so it connects. Cops pull over a guy. He's got a grenade in his car. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I cleaned out a guy's basement. It was in there.
And it went off, right?
Well, they had to set it off.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a live grenade. This guy was some idiot, but yeah.
But it was weird. Tampa, but I will say something about the people in the stadium. Okay, and I talked to I talked to a Packer fan who's been there during a Packer game. Actually, since I've been there, and I said, "Did anybody say any word to you?" He goes, "No." I just thought because the Bears, they knew they were going to beat them, so they probably figured whatever. It is like Wrigley Field, Raymond James Stadium. It's just a big party.
Were you wearing your Bears?
Oh yeah, I
regalia?
wore a Forte jersey. Jason's wearing a Bears shirt. Nobody said a word. We had a lot of Bear fans in there was a lot of Bear fans there. I'd say probably 25% Bears fans. It was a good Bears crowd. But most of the Bear fans didn't get it. I can't really. I'm gonna give it a no grade because the Bears won in the game, so I can't say the Bears fans were acting cordial because they had no choice but that cordial because they were getting their ass kicked.
Right.
So I can't say because I'm sure, but the people in front of us were Bears fans. They walked in, they were hammered from the minute they were there. It was like Wrigley Field everywhere. Even I was sitting next to Bucks fans, seeing ticket holders, and they left middle of third quarter basically because they were like probably the game was pretty soon over. And there was people kind of came by the seats and were standing. They stood like the whole first quarter of our section. It was weird. Nobody else was standing. And then it was weird vibe there, man. But the stadium was awesome. Concourses are huge. You got suction. You'll never have to wait for a beer or a drink because there's so many of them.
Really?
Like the side, normally on concourses you have the food is built into the building.
Yeah.
Well, then they had these like portable things set up, and it was beer. I mean, you didn't have to wait for a drink at all. Not 1 second. If you
what's a beer go for down there?
I don't know. I drink a strawberry daiquiri, so I don't know.
With that being said,
let's talk about this week's show.
Where's that stadium in Ybor?
We will move on. So tonight's show, we got the usual. We'll talk about the NFL, talk about last week and this week coming up. We're going to also talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, like we've been talking about. Our favorite Halloween movie also. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to ask Willie something in a minute about our friend, or not a friend of the show, Stan Bowman was fired today, or resigned. I don't know what you know about that. Talk about the Bucks after a rough second game. They're back on track, winning 2 in a row. And I think that's all. I'm sure I'll remember something else. But let's start with that. What have you heard about Stan Bowman and his resignation because of the investigation? Am I correct when I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn a blind eye to it. So, I mean, kind of got the skinny on the way here. Listen to ESPN AM 1000. And so anyways, I forget. I think it might have been the video guy for the Blackhawks. I can't remember what the guy's name, what he was to him, but someone came to him like it was during 2010 during the the Stanley Cup run for them, and about 3 weeks, before the end of the Stanley Cup, before the end of the playoffs, somebody said I'd been sexually assaulted. So everybody thought about it for about 3 weeks. Then they decided to do something about it. And this guy that did the sexual assaulting, I can't remember what his name is right now, but he went on to get a couple of jobs with a lot of recommendation from the Blackhawks.
Yikes.
So, and one of them was a college, I think it was Miami of Ohio.
So
this wasn't Penn State.
Did he sexually assaulted somebody at the stadium, or this is like at like his home? Or
no, a hockey player, and
and
an intern. So I'm not sure, but yeah, it was a hockey player, and then the other one.
And the hockey player didn't kill him?
Apparently, it wasn't very good. So I don't know.
Holy cow!
But yeah, so a hockey player and an intern, 20, and they let this guy participate in all the post Stanley Cup. The guy got to take the cup home for a day, and so Stan Bowman, he left, and he was smart getting out of there. But
that's 10 years ago, and now this is just coming out.
It's funny because what's his name, Wirtz, whoever the CEO is, he goes, yeah, Stan Bowman made a mistake 10 years ago, when he first started, with our program here, and it's come back to get him. So,
well, that's the truth. I mean,
yeah, absolutely right. And
the thing that is weird about that, the recommendation thing is weird to me.
Yeah, that's.
I would just be like, okay, you need to resign. We're gonna not. I mean. And to be honest, the people that were assaulted could have filed charges with the police on their own.
I'm going to guess
did the police ignore it too, or the police never were informed?
I don't think they were informed.
I'm going to guess a hockey player or something. So I'm guessing. Well, how would he even?
Well, this happened.
How would he be assaulted?
He also assaulted somebody at Miami of Ohio at the hockey league.
Since-
And he went to a high school in Michigan somewhere and did the same thing to a 16-year-old.
Jesus.
These are all boys,
Yes. Yes. It was, yeah.
so he must be a priest then. That's terrible.
I could be wrong here. If
I
everybody
should have
wants to
said
correct
that
me.
too.
Our
But yeah.
Father out in heaven.
Yeah. So that,
But it's weird, the hockey player, and it's hard. You can't like blame him, but if he would have spoke up or just beat the shit out of the guy, this would all been solved back in that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to guess he was a young guy, and I mean, I don't know. You don't know what's going.
it's a weird story.
Yeah, you don't know what's going through people's heads when that stuff. I mean, first of all, he's probably caught completely off guard, and
It's a weird story.
maybe doesn't want anybody to know that. Yeah, who knows? That sucks.
Just saw another story here. Roger Goodell reiterated today the league will not make public the results of the investigation into the Washington football team,
Except for the shit we leaked to fuck over.
except for John Gruden. He's done. I just thought he'd say that. It's kind of funny that nobody else is going to be in trouble. Just and what are they? And are they going? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. NFL is becoming like Washington
Congress,
DC. Yeah.
That's I was thinking.
It really
we're going to
is.
start an investigation. We'll talk about it 10 years from now when you guys all forget.
I want to hear Randy, and maybe they have. I don't watch it every single week. I don't watch it that much because I just don't find the time to sit down and watch pregame shows. I used to watch them all the time. I used to watch the games now. And Rex Ryan, Ted Bruschi, all that were crying that day about the whole John Gruden emails. Are they demanding Roger Goodell? You know why they're not? If they aren't, because their jobs depend on it. Because the NFL runs ESPN basically. They have to. They have a say in that stuff. And if they don't like something, they're going to call now and say, "Oh, he has to go." I'm sure, right? Do you guys agree? Is that very possible?
Yeah, I mean, they'd have a lot of power.
So you can't, like our friend Mr. Mack has always said, it's defending the shield, as they say, right? So I don't know. I think it's just a weird story. That's how I bring it up. Another thing out there, the Bucks had a tough game too.
That was Thursday when we were here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Beat by 40 or something like that. And then they came back, had 2 good games on the road. What the Bucks are doing now really well is what Budenholzer is doing well is everybody's playing right now. It's almost like they're getting everybody in games. They're not overrunning anybody. They're still missing. They just got Rodney Hood. I forgot they had Rodney Hood just came back playing for them. They got Hood. DiVincenzo's still coming back. This team is deep. I mean, we were talking about work today. I think this team would be a 4 or 5 seed without Giannis. I really do. Now, I'm not saying they can win without Giannis.
Right.
But I think they could be a 4. Well, you guys, I mean, they have a deep team with a lot of smart players. I mean, as long as Drew Holiday and Milton stay healthy and all their main players stay healthy, they could do it. But I mean, they're gonna be a 3 seed by just walking on the court. I think. I really do. I don't think I see them any lower than a 3 seed, and I think the Budenholzer is doing it smart. I mean, the loss in Miami was. It happens. It happens in NBA season. I mean,
But it happened early,
after,
right?
After the big ring night.
Yeah, how was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
After the big ring night, big win against Brooklyn, get on a plane and have to fly to Miami, and then I'm not making excuses, but that has a lot to do with it. It's a long season.
When you just flew to Florida, you couldn't even play or do.
No, I couldn't have played an NBA game.
No, you were like,
no,
I just need to rest.
I did too.
And you got on a roller coaster then.
Yeah, I went to Universal too.
Did you really?
Yeah, we went to both. Me and Jace went there for most of the day, and we head out because they close up and do their nighttime thing. So it's a good trip. It was fun. It was a good time.
Did Jace behave himself?
Yeah.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, we had a good time. It was fun.
Yeah, in the strip club, he brought 5
Kept getting me.
singles.
Go get Daddy another mint julep.
Go get Daddy that girl's name.
Lap dance.
Get Sasha over here. She's on stage 4 right now. I taught him lessons, though. Don't go by the girls that dance by the bathrooms. Always stay by stage 1 or 2.
And if you go in the special room, you know it's going to cost you money.
I never go in that room.
The higher the stage number, the less teeth.
That's
right.
Yeah,
and the more bruises.
And the more C-sections.
Oh,
the C-sections are the worst. It's like, what? She looks you like right in the eye, and it's like, what's your favorite part of a woman? I'm like, definitely not the C-section.
Oh, wow.
I'll take the taint before that.
Oh, Jesus.
No, that place was pretty rough. But anyways.
Okay, so there's a couple other stories.
A little side note here.
Yeah, side note. I I did see this, kind of a sports related, but so Katie Couric is coming out with a book, and she interviewed Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I wonder how it's nice. I mean, we all know Ruth Bader Ginsburg, what she stood for, and everything she stood for, and agree or disagree, she was a trailblazer. I have to say she was, and what she did. But it's great to see that they in the book they came out talking about Colin Kaepernick and what she thought of it. It's contempt for a government that has made it possible for their parents and their grandparents to live a decent life, which they probably could not have lived in the places they came from. As they become older, they realize that this was a youthful folly, and that's why education is important. And the other thing is, Couric also included Ginsburg calling Kaepernick's kneeling dumb and disrespectful. So I just thought I'd bring it up. I know we talk about it. I don't want to go into Kaepernick.
I thought they took that all out of the.
It's Katie Couric's book. It's coming out.
Oh, it's in the book.
It's going to be in her book. Yeah.
But there was something.
The original interview, I think.
Yeah, the interview, they cut all those
parts.
They hit it.
Yeah. And it was a big deal, and I never knew the whole story. Now you know that they don't want that going up because, well, it doesn't go against what the media wants you to listen to.
Right. I was hoping when they asked her about Kaepernick, she'd go, he sucks.
Well, I give
he can't
Katie,
read the defense.
I give Katie Couric credit for putting in her book because at this point, she don't, you know.
Well, she's lost a lot of face.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Good for her. This weekend in the Bears Tampa Bay game, Tony Romo's coming on the fire now.
Oh, geez, no one.
Because with the ball, the 600 touchdown ball.
Why'd you give that back? What the hell was going on?
So, did you hear a story about Mike Evans gave the ball, and then you see his face was the best of the I gave it away. So the guy got cleats, got Mike Evans cleats, got a signed jersey from Brady.
Yep.
He also got season tickets for the rest of this year and next year. And Tom Brady is giving him a Bitcoin worth $64,000 or $62,000.
Really?
Yes. And which, if you know all this, if you add that up all in your head, someone said that ball's probably worth $500,000.
Yes. So what?
Yes.
It wasn't yours.
And I agree. You give it back. I would have gave it back.
I would have gave it back without even probably asking.
I would have gave it back. I would have said,
you did.
I would have been dumb enough to go, just give me another ball.
Yeah, that's
just have Tom Brady autograph a ball for me.
You know what?
I write 600 on it.
When I saw it happen and they made a big deal out of it, I was like, you know what? Have Tom Brady give you his game worn jersey.
Yeah.
An autograph. That's it. I would have been happy hanging up in my.
Yeah.
I don't need all this other crap.
No. And it's good for a person that lives on the game seeing tickets. That's cool too. That's cool they did that.
Yeah, his name's Byron Kennedy.
Okay, yep. And I saw him. He was right here. They were sitting right by us. They were right on the corner of us. And I saw them give the ball, and I realized it. And then he said that, and I was like, then I saw someone over talking to him. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if they're trying to get it back. And I saw him hand it back. It was cool. And I saw him on the news that night. It was a big story.
Why are you wearing a Forte jersey? If you're going to try to get a football, you got to wear somebody's current.
No.
You know what's funny though? It's like
didn't happen.
Yeah.
When we were kids, and we had the Kenosha Twins in town. I know it's just minor league and everything, but some of those home runs are important to those guys, and I would get tons of home run balls during a year because they'd go out into the field behind there. It was before it was a parking
lot. Out in the field? You went out in the field?
Yeah, so we go out in behind,
right by Simmons.
Yeah, behind the
Chester Electronics.
Yeah, there was like just
like
a wood.
That's where that parking lot is.
You went out in the field
looking
for balls.
Yeah.
So we'd have, a guy would hit a home run ball. You go out there and get it, and it would be like, oh, what do you want for that? Yeah, just take it, whatever. If you really want it, I'll give it back to you.
What's a minor league going to give you?
Yeah.
He's going to buy you a hot dog and a soda?
Oh, they'll give you like their old, like batting gloves or a
old sanitary hose
or something. It's like, whatever.
Here's your old socks.
Nowadays with COVID, that wouldn't be very smart to take their gloves.
No.
So the story I was getting to with
Tony
Romo, when they gave the ball back, Tony Romo's a very, people like Tony Romo.
Yeah, everybody does.
But Yahoo's making a story out of this now because he said when they're showing him negotiating, and this is what they said this is what Yahoo wrote. The CBS cameras, of course, caught the exchange, and commentator Tony Romo offered this creepy narration. And he says, just like he's the fan saying to the guy, hey, a date with Giselle? I'll take a date with Giselle. I'm in. And then the guy going up, okay, Tom will do it. One time, you got it. That's what Tony Romo did. Well, now they're saying they treated her as his property, and it's not right. And she nothing to do with the money she is worth or anything like that. But basically saying that a guy would, and then they went as deep as saying, well, and you're saying that, Tony Romo, and you don't even know if the guy in the stands is married too. Okay, what he's being funny. It's not like he's seriously going to give his wife up.
Wasn't there like a huge Hollywood movie where this happened, like for millions of dollars?
Oh yeah, it was
with Demi Moore, I think?
Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. But the thing about it is I'm sitting here, I'm reading this article, and it's almost like he's being funny. and if it's not like I will bet you every dime I have, so about $8, I will bet you that he was not serious. He did not think Giselle, and and he did say a date with Giselle. Okay, so all you perverts out there that wrote this article thinking it's like sleeping with him, it was a date. I mean, it's not serious though. It's just such a joke. It's like I don't get it.
It's not like the Brent Musburger type thing. You know that one.
That was still pretty good, but it was also creepy because she's like 40 years younger than he is, or 50 years younger. But no, we say, I think I say this every week on the show. We're just in a mess of society. We really are. This is the best thing you can find on the whole game. You know what? The Bears got their. Let's talk about the Bears getting their ass kicked, and maybe Matt Nagy should be fired. We'll talk about that.
How many stories has Yahoo done about our president sniffing little kids' hair?
No, that's not
seriously.
That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal.
I think that's worse than Tony Romo making a little crack about.
Ed, come on. It's more important when Tony Romo, because Tony Romo probably has backed someone at one time and they try to get.
Oh
him.
yeah, probably.
I don't know for sure. I don't know.
So was the writer for Yahoo? Can I ask?
Shalise Manza Young.
I was going to say 3 names. I was going to call it.
So that's the reason why, right there.
Is it a girl? Shalise?
I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
I don't know.
But
she's like, that son of a bitch Romo wouldn't ask me for a date.
Yeah. Other news: Shalise Romo snubbed for prom by Tony Romo. What? So yeah. So that's the story. It was not really a big story, but it was kind of interesting when I saw him. Like,
it's just off the
wall.
Joke.
It's a joke. It's weird, and people are probably, if anybody listens to this, maybe
Shalise
they agree with
what?
Shalise. Manza, Manza, like pizza, but Manza, and then Young. So I don't know.
Oh my God! You knew she had 3 names. I was gonna.
And this is a fresh article written yesterday, so it's fresh off the press.
She has a Twitter account.
Huh?
What'd she write about Stan Bowman?
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, he offered to cover it up if he could just get one date with Giselle.
Coming up later, I'm gonna start my own little new thing. Everybody has their own little things, jokes. And, hello, Shalise. So I'm gonna start my own thing. I'm gonna do a top 3, bottom 3. What I'm gonna do is every week I'm gonna take the sport that's big right now, and I'm gonna pick the bottom 3 and top 3 that I think that week. And you guys can say yes or no.
Okay.
You agree. But I do want to say, last week was like the unicorn of sports last week. You guys know that, right? I believe last baseball, hockey, football, and pro. Baseball, football, hockey,
Thursday
basketball.
Night. Thursday night.
We're all on
Thursday night.
Yeah, it was Thursday night football because that was the worst thing on that night was Thursday night football.
Yeah.
That was the funny thing.
This week's going to be awesome.
Except for the COVID. Lazard too.
No, I know.
Lazard too.
So, anyways, we'll get to that.
We'll get
eventually.
to that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about my state mottos because we're not going to do those this week.
Oh,
we got too much stuff to do.
We forgot.
We'll get back on it next week.
That was good. You missed them.
Yeah, Willie, we're doing Michigan next time.
Yeah, state mottos like joke like. Let's give them a last week. What did we do? A couple. The Illinois. Illinois was our state last week.
Oh, it's like the land of drive-by shootings.
What was mine that was pretty good?
Or Shermer, Illinois. It's not even a real city. You had one about
what was mine?
The Bears in Arlington or something.
Oh. The Arlington Bears. Now Mayor Lightfoot can worry about the city. That was it, right?
Now she can concentrate on city issues.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
So okay, let's go on to what do you guys want to talk about now? Well, give us a second. We'll think about it. Let's all think. You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers, and our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com. So, Willie, you can go get the beer for us now?
Yes, yeah, right.
We
here.
need cups, right?
No.
Oh, you brought us our own?
No, hell yeah.
Oh, we get our own.
That's how
he
I
brings
roll.
our own.
Eric's a freaking cheapskate.
Oh, you know what? We could do a salsa while we're doing the beer.
Let's do one.
We're only doing both. This is just a drop. So the first one we got tonight. So this isn't, I don't know if he's listening, and I hope he is. You know what? I'm going to send him a text right now and then see if he's got a chance to get on.
Hopefully he's not an Astros fan because he's probably locked himself in the basement right now.
Let me see here. So
Carl.
You know what? Ed, do you have something for us tonight?
No, I just had some jokes and stuff.
I thought you had something else you want to do. I can't remember. I always forget these things. I
got all kinds of stuff all the time here. I could tell you.
A lot of time sitting on the toilet.
I can tell you. I don't know if this is coming up later in the show,
Yeah.
but you did see actor Alec Baldwin.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Yeah,
Okay, I figured you were going to want
No,
to.
you remember, put up Mark and X. You know what? Well, he's ready for the beer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the beer. And then we'll get to...
Did you guys see the Dwight Howard and...
yeah.
That tussle?
Anthony Davis. LeBron's not playing tonight already. He's already can't play tonight.
He's upset.
That team's a mess.
They can come and
Hey,
work
he
for
picked
me.
his own team.
Talking about trading Russell Westbrook already. They are.
Jeez.
It is a... well, let's play the theme, and we'll get into it. Oh, there. Oh.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Am I supposed to say beer is good?
Beer is
good. So what we're having tonight, kids, since it's National Pumpkin Day, which it is, National Pumpkin Day, so it's all about the pumpkin spice and everything like that. So look that up in your calendar, Ed. You're looking confused.
I am.
So we're drinking Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale, which was first brewed in 1994. And Pumpkin Ale gets its name from the legendary East Coast event called the World Championships of Pumpkin Chunkin'. And we've all seen it on like the Science Network or something like that. And
you got to follow the science.
Ed was at like channel 7.92 or something like that.
It's on 5.4.
5.6. I still don't know it's on 6.9. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's brewed with real pumpkin meat, brown sugar, and your favorite fall spice is this 7% sipper is the perfect beer to warm up with as the weather cools down. The spicy, earthy aromatics of this big brown ale and the reddish golden hue of the liquid itself looks and tastes like vibrant autumnal foliage squeezed right into your pint glass.
You're the president now? Just
I
making
am.
up words?
Who's your writer?
Jesus.
So what do you guys think about it? Here we go.
Someone got a dictionary.
And a thesaurus, too.
Who went to Michigan?
6-0 or 7-0 Michigan?
7-0.
7-0.
What do you think?
This is good.
I do like it.
I like
a
it.
couple
It's
tastes,
all right.
I liked it.
It's not too sweet.
At least not IPA-ish.
How many percentage in here?
7.
It tastes like it's a little stronger. I mean,
Is it?
for an ale?
It's brown ale. Yeah. Brown ale.
You're an ale-hole.
Ale.
Ale.
Pumpkin ale hole.
Pumpkin ale.
And look what Scott's mom made us. She made us pumpkin roll.
Mom, pumpkin roll now. And she has those little containers from Pick and Save too. It's
Yeah,
kind of nice.
it's pretty cool.
Is that Pick and Save? Where's that from?
Woodman's.
Are we gonna crank out the salsa?
Yeah, let's. Okay, you want to go to the salsa?
Did you get a hold of anybody yet?
I don't know if Ryan's on, but I guess you have to listen to it.
What kind of music you got for the salsa?
I don't have anything.
Oh,
yet.
we should have some salsa music.
I'll get some for next.
It's gonna be too late.
Well, hold on. Let me see. Hold
Not
on.
like we'll keep eating this shit.
Let me. We got a couple more weeks.
I know we got 3 more weeks there.
We'll get it. I'll get you some for next time. We'll get some by the end. Okay. So it's salsa time or hot sauce time, and friend of the show, Ryan Miller, and I hope he's listening tonight, or he can listen on when it's released on later this week. The show, I'll let him know we did it. But he gave us 2. He sent us some. He actually had them, bought them, and mailed them to us. The first one is called this company is called Pucker Butt Pepper Company. Say it 5 times real fast.
Dude, really?
Pucker Butt Pepper Company.
That doesn't give me a lot of confidence. This is going to be
So
mild.
this first one's called
You gotta work tomorrow?
Smoking Ed's Scotch Bonnet Blend.
Yeah, smoking Eds.
And the second one is called I Dare You Stupid Salsa. And stupid spelled with a T at the end.
Stupid.
Because your tongue is numb. Stupid. So I think we should do the salsa first. I bet this is going to be hot, or I have a funny feeling.
You think?
Yeah, you think? You think stupid?
He just put a lighter over it, and now we got like a butane torch over here.
So I'm opening it.
Scott's eyes are watering.
Oh, that smells hot. It's got that smell. It's got that.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's got that smell.
Oh, that's some deep.
So grab your chip, and we'll pass around the dip. So grab a chip, Willie. I'll just pass you one.
Just pass me one. I know your fingers.
That's got some deep burning smell like of peppers in there.
And I got a small chip. I don't know if I like that. So let's all give a little scoop. Just I don't know if we should. Okay, that's good enough for me. Pumpkin chunkin'.
Oh, I got a bunch.
Oh God! Hold on, we gotta do it together.
All right.
So we're doing this is called I Dare You Stupid Salsa. Don't spill on the board, Willie.
I'm hoping that COVID wiped out my taste buds.
Okay, you good? Okay, so ready, guys? This is I Dare You Stupid Salsa from Pucker Butt Pepper Company. Here we go. I don't like swallowing because it gets hotter.
It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting hotter.
It's good, but it's sweet. I don't like the sweetness of it. I mean, it's not bad. You know what'd be good on? And I always say this, it'd be good a little splash on eggs.
Yeah.
It's a little splash.
It's pretty hot.
Okay,
I wouldn't say it's
you're in charge of this.
Oh my God, I don't want to touch that one.
You're the guy that puts it on our chips. You're the chip guy.
Oh God.
So I it's not bad.
I could do another chip of that.
I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Small, or maybe cut it with some regular salsa.
Yeah.
Not to be. Oh my God, it's not.
It's starting to hit.
It's not a drip pour.
No, it's
great.
It's starting to.
We're just doing a
hit
little
the back
bit
of my
here.
throat a little bit.
So this is Ed's scorching hot whatever we're doing next. My tongue's kind of numb.
Yeah, it's.
I need to drink some.
Oh shit!
Need to drink some pumpkin butt.
The chip melted.
Ed, where's your fingers been?
Oh, it's spilling. I'm gonna need a napkin.
That's fine. Here, this is Willie's. Willie. Oh, there you go.
We should probably drink some water or something in between.
I drank my beer.
Yeah, we got to cleanse our palate.
Okay, so what's this called again?
Oh, geez, I get way too much for myself.
Ed's scorching hot butt, whatever.
Butt pucker.
Smoking Ed's Scotch Bonnet blend from Pucker Butt.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's all right. It's gonna be hot.
Really vinegary.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting hot. It took a second. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go get some toilet paper. I'm going to go grab an ice cream sandwich so if I shit myself, I can wipe with it.
Okay, so thanks, Ryan, for that.
That one's hot.
Ed's running from the table now.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not. It's vinegary. Almost tastes like a spicier version of Tabasco.
Thank you, Ryan.
It smells like Tabasco too, so it's not. It's good. They're both good actually.
Scott's going to bring that to bowling tomorrow with a bag of chips.
Yeah, Ryan won't eat it. He said. I told him I'll get. I don't eat that stuff. So he's forcing it on us. Oh yeah. So he made us eat it. But hey, I thank you. We thank you for the gifts. Anyone wants to send hot sauce into us to make us eat it, more than welcome. I am. Whatever.
Let's leave it at hot sauce though.
Yeah, just hot sauce.
Ed likes head cheese.
Hey, can you send us some head cheese and some Famunda? And that's his favorite snack when he watches Packer games. So anyway, hot sauce is good. And beer is good. So we did beer and hot sauce. So the snack portion of our show.
And I do have another beer for you guys. I have 2 beers for each of you.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the snack portion of our show is passed. Our next part of the show is
Ed, you want to lick an ice pack?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the World.
It's not that hot. It's hot though.
We're going to talk about the World Series. World Series started tonight. It's Tuesday when we're doing this with the underdog Braves facing the Astros, and at this point they were 3-0 in the third inning of the first game. Leadoff home run by ex-Cub Jorge Soler.
First time that's ever happened.
Yeah, first time in a game one, a leadoff home run. Is that what it said in World Series
First time
history?
to start a World Series.
Wow.
Top of the first.
That's crazy.
Leadoff home run.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah.
And 2 infield hits for Albie.
Yeah. Oh, 2. He's got 2 now?
2 infield hits.
So, I mean, this team, looks like they're destined to win something. Good for them.
Kind of like the Nationals.
Yeah. Couple of Cubs. You got Jack Peterson. You got Soler. Eddie Rosario, kind of just a guy that's playing good baseball.
Where'd they
now.
get this guy from?
He was a Twin before, wasn't he?
Yeah,
you're right.
They non-tendered him.
Yeah. So,
and then I think he went to Cleveland, didn't he?
Yeah, he did go to Cleveland. You're right. You
Yep.
are correct.
You're right. Yep.
You are correct, sir.
You are correct, sir. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. to see. I'm kind of rooting for the Braves. I mean, I think most of the country is just because of Houston.
Just because Dusty Baker.
Yeah, well,
I don't care about the cheating.
I don't get Dusty Baker. I don't get Dusty. Everybody's all like wants him to win, and it's not going to bother me if he wins. I mean, I have nothing against the guy, but he, like I said before the show, he's like Barry Switzer, man. He got a team, and this team was already here. It wasn't like he did anything to
Some
make him
genius,
good.
yeah.
With the Cubs, they handed him a free agent team, and he didn't win. I mean, that team was stacked, and we can all sit back and blame Bartman, but that was poor managing more than Bartman. Bartman had nothing to do with that. So, as Cubs fans, we all know that. But yeah, everywhere it goes. But I guess it's cool if he does get this. I mean, it's cool. He can maybe he'll retire. Good for him. I mean,
He's like 100.
He's 70. Because he's the second oldest behind, I think, La Russa, I think, right?
You are. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, who's also a great manager.
Yeah.
Now.
So I got a little tidbit about Dusty.
Awesome.
Here.
Yep. Go ahead.
He won his second pennant, as we all know. It's his first since 2002 with the Giants. 18 seasons, 2003, 2020 between World Series appearances, and the second most for any manager in MLB history. The most is 21 seasons.
Okay. Are we going to guess?
You go for it.
21 seasons with the most wins without winning a World Series, and they finally
Pass between World Series appearances by a manager.
So time between World Series appearances. Okay.
So he's at 18 right now.
18 what years?
18 seasons.
18
Is this 18 seasons from your first to your?
From the first to the
they
second.
couldn't have first to second. Okay.
Or span between two World Series. Who did he go with the first time with?
Giants.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Did he didn't win then?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Oh man.
So
is it recent? It's got to be.
No. This is back in the early 19. It was in the Roaring 20s.
So it's
that's when it started.
So it's like Connie Mack or somebody like or Miller Huggins or something like that.
Yeah, you never get it.
Oh, okay. Then,
21 seasons, 1926 to 1946. Bucky Harris.
Bucky Harris.
I
got it.
You were gonna.
I got it.
Well, you
I didn't hear it. What was the answer?
Bucky Harris.
Oh, I got it.
Nice job, Scott.
I don't know. Where's the bell?
I was gonna say
Ding.
Harold Buxton, but I'm like,
I'll say Byron Buxton. I don't know.
I've never even heard of that guy.
No. I haven't either. Good
Bucky
call.
Harris.
Okay, so World Series. What do you think? I don't know if we didn't have a World Series set up yet. So, I know it's 3-0 here. It's early, but who do you like, Ed, in this series, and what do you like it? Because all of our picks are garbage now.
I like Houston.
Right. Nobody had this at all. So you like Houston, and how many?
6.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Houston 6, just so Carl, a friend of the show, Carl Bradley, is going to Game 6 in Houston.
Yep, I want to see him get to the game.
I'm gonna pick Atlanta in 5.
Okay.
No offense to Carl. That sounds terrible.
There's a lot of offense there, Carl. I would take it.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what? As a guy that really doesn't have a dog in the race here, I hope Houston wins for Carl. But he's seen the World Series if Atlanta wins.
I haven't really checked because they're playing in Houston, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are the other games being played in Colorado? Is that how this works? Because remember Georgia was racist or whatever. So are they still going to allow them to have the World Series?
This is karma.
Yeah.
All these I'm glad.
I wonder if they'll honor Hank Aaron this time.
All those businesses that lost out in the World Series I'm glad they got their money
on the All-Star game. Yeah.
Yep, they got their money back with all these extra playoff games, and they're getting these 2 World Series games for sure.
Oh, maybe this is rigged so they could pay them back.
Ooh.
Maybe they're banging on drums and garbage cans all over right now.
Uh-oh, that ball is out of here too. Wow.
I want to change my vote to Atlanta in 4.
Hey, that guy, next time you see him, does that guy wear guy liner?
Guy liner.
Look, he's got really pretty eyes.
You're talking about Framber Valdez?
Oh,
this guy batting?
Oh, Adam Duvall?
No, I was thinking about the third baseman.
Oh.
Third baseman, I think, is wearing guy liner.
Oh.
That's Bregman.
No, for the
Jesus, what
for the Braves.
Austin Riley?
Yeah, check him out next time. Look at him.
Okay, I'll look deep in his eyes next time.
Yeah,
it's weird, but okay.
Yeah, jeez, Willie.
So Duvall, where'd he come from? Because they put this whole outfield together by trade, right?
Duvall's been there, I think, but did he start off a Red? I believe so. I wish Hop was here. He'd remember. I think he was.
Hop, pay attention.
He was a Red.
What is this soundbite?
He's an idiot.
Oh, I didn't know what it was.
He's an idiot.
So
stop talking about it that way.
So the World Series underway. It might be over by next week. It might not. We'll see.
Might be over by tomorrow the way this is going.
Maybe Houston will be no mas. So let's move on to the NFL. What the hell, right?
Let's do that, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, you are so full of crap. You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. And you're also gonna walk out of here with a degree from the University of Notre Dame.
In the field, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! Show me the money! You love this black man! I love black people! I love black people!
Either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals, as football guys.
I thought you told me he was solid muscle.
Well, he's much stronger than he looks. I'm wired. Go get some kids.
Playing football at West Canaan may have been the opportunity of your lifetime, but I don't want your life.
Foosball? You playing the foosball behind my back? The only reason I'm doing it so I can go to school. School? You going to school? Ah! Sorry.
Football is life!
So NFL Week 7 this past week, and Willie, we're gonna what we just talked about last week. We're gonna only talk about certain games. We'll tell scores, but we're not gonna talk about every single game because just some. Unless you have something to throw out there, that's fine.
I will. You know me.
But we're not gonna talk about, like, for instance, first game, Panthers Giants. Giants win 25-3. The Panthers are on a collision course with starting out 3-0 and not making the playoffs. That's Sam Darnold has become bad. It was weird.
They're already looking for 9 quarterbacks to replace him.
I don't know. They won 25-3, the Giants.
They called Bradford last week. See if
Nate Olsen's
available.
available.
Nate's available.
DJ Moore, 6 for 73. Chuba Hubbard, only 12 for 28. And it could be, we talked last week, me and Ed, it could be the missing of CMC, McCaffrey, possibly, but I don't know. It's just a weird situation. Bad. Giants go to 2-5. The Panthers, like I said, drop to 3-4. Anything, Willie?
Oddly enough, nothing.
Okay.
For this one, because you're talking about two teams there that.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable silence, actually.
Falcons, Dolphins, another game, went down to the wire.
My Super Bowl pick's getting killed.
Tua had 4 touchdowns. Matt Ryan had 2 touchdowns. Gaskin, 67 yards. Gesicki, nice game, 785. 1 touchdown. Pitts is becoming the rookie we all thought.
We picked Pitts as our pick to click last week, remember?
Yes, we did. 7-1-6-3. Yep, he's our pick to click, and we did. And he has had 3 pretty good games in a row. He's becoming that. He is the second best rookie right now. We'll talk about the best one in a minute.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Falcons 30-28, moved to 3-3, and Dolphins dropped to 1-6. Just stop me if I'm getting your way.
Well, I do have a little thing to say about that.
Spit it out.
So I think that the kicker for Atlanta,
Young Hoku,
yes, he'll. I think he's going to be on the trade block. Go to San Diego. Because that guy has missed how many extra points in a row? Yeah. When they be, and you know what the funny thing is? That's where he started out at.
Yeah, he did. They had to trade to get him back.
Trade to get him back because they're not going to be able to afford him. Because this guy's been on fire. He's like 68 for 72 or something like right now.
Well, I
think Will Lutz is out. Somebody told me.
Yeah.
Willie,
I did.
If I will tell the Chargers, don't go in the playoffs with a bad kicker. Right? Saints Seahawks. Monday Night Football was a snooze fest. 13-10. I'd say great defense, but I think it was more bad offense. 13-10. Winston 1 touchdown. Geno Smith 1 touchdown. Collins 35 yards rushing. DJ Metcalf had a nice game. Two catches, 96 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, one
big one.
catch. Yeah.
And Kamara 10 catches, 128, 1 touchdown, and also 20 rushes for 51 yards. Good game by Kamara. He's the guy who he's going to be, but overall, not Russell Wilson plays. I think Seattle destroys.
Yeah, who did we
Saints.
pick in that game for?
Do we do each game?
Yeah, I think we did.
We might have picked Kamara.
I think you did.
You might have picked
I
Metcalf.
Metcalf. Yeah.
I think the
I'm trying
Giants
to
game,
remember.
the Giants game. We were hard to pick anybody. I
don't know.
think.
Who cares?
Bengals. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I do have one thing there. Metcalf hit a max speed of 21.31 miles per hour on his touchdown reception. His fastest as a ball carrier this season.
How do they not get him the ball more than 2 times in a freaking game?
Well, no, that's what I have that guy.
So do I. Yeah, I mean, it's like, how do you not get him the ball 5 times a half at least? You know?
We're talking about Geno Smith. Come on, guys.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
throw him on a wide receiver screen or anything.
You
to
know,
get him.
I never had nothing against Geno Smith, but I do now because he's cost me points. TJ Lockett has become disappeared in offense.
Yes,
what was
yeah,
it, like 2
he's killing
catches
you
for
probably.
like 25 yards?
He's got like 12 targets in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And when Russell Wilson was in the game, he was like the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, he was right up there with like, yeah.
No, he was getting like 12 points a game, 12 or more points. Now he's barely getting.
We're going to talk about the best receiver in football next, I'm guessing.
Bengals, Ravens. The Bengals go to Baltimore, and they are the number 1 seed in the AFC right now as we sit. 5-2. The only 2 losses came to a Packer team who is good, but they had a chance to beat them. Although the Packers should have beat them, but Packers didn't win, and they lost to the Bears.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And the Ravens last week looked like they weren't going to be stopped after just pounding the Chargers in the submission, and they looked terrible.
Yeah, and I picked Lamar as my pick to click this week, and he really let me down.
I probably picked Jamar Chase just because I'm
pick
in love with the guy now.
No, you didn't. He's all of a sudden the best receiver in football.
Yeah, I was big on him. I wanted the Bengals are proving me wrong by not taking Penny Sewell. They were right by taking Chase, and I apologize. That's why I'm not.
We talked about it here at the draft.
We all thought Penny Sewell was the guy, the tackle to go with that team. But I guess when you get an explosive receiver that can now,
you don't need to block.
He has the most yards. Good call. He has the most yards through 7 games of any receiver ever. Not a rookie.
No, ever.
Mm-hmm. It's insane. And that catch he had the other day when he broke 3 tackles and ran the rest of the way. He's strong. He's a big kid.
Do you see those next generation stats? Said he had like a 6% chance of doing that, and he's like blowing guys away. And
yeah, so they went 41-17. Burrow 3 touchdowns, 416. Mixon 59 and a touchdown, and Jamar Chase 8 catches, 201 and 1 touchdown. Lamar Jackson 1 touchdown. Also led team in rushing 88 yards, and Rashard Bateman, his second game in the NFL, 3 for 80. It's not a bad game for him either. He'll be coming
Bateman's
around.
pretty good.
Yeah, he'll be coming around. That's good for them.
And Chase had a bunch of like little like stats for this game because he's like 21 years and 237 days old. He's the second youngest player in the NFL history to record at least 200 receiving yards in a single game, trailing only the guy you watched this weekend, Mike Evans, at 21 years and 87 days. So,
wow,
this guy's he's gonna have a bunch of records.
He's gonna
have all these stupid records.
He's
anecdotal ones.
Do they miss AJ? What was it, AJ Green?
No, not one bit.
They had no place. I'm surprised there's any place for him in Arizona.
Yeah, he's been doing okay in there.
Yeah.
He gets his days. I mean, that's another offense. It's hard to pick the guy.
Oh, he was legit. I mean, AJ Green, his prime was legit.
Him, Julio Jones,
a lot of
those
hurt
guys.
though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask a question though. The one thing that this is doing is I know it's early, and I know there's other guys out there, but you know, quietly Joe Burrow is becoming an MVP candidate. He's quietly becoming one because of this.
I was just going to ask you, is he the guy who can lead a team to
if they are a 1 or 2 seed or 3 seed and they win that, if they win that division, okay, over Baltimore, who was favored from day one, if they do, there's a lot of season left, and I still believe Baltimore's going to win that division. I think it's just a bad day at the office, but I think the Bengals are good too.
At home though.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
That's
but
tough.
I think Joe Burrow, does he win it? Probably not, but he's quietly becoming that guy that's going to be in that conversation every year. You know why? He's a good quarterback, obviously we see, but Jamar Chase is making him better.
Right.
And it's a security blanket for him. He looks for him a lot. When the big play, I mean that was like a 3rd and 6 play, just a little slant and he caught and took off. It wasn't like, and it was he looks for him in big situations. It wasn't like he threw it deep. It was.
So what's their next draft pick? Because they've drafted Burrows, they've drafted T. Higgins, they've drafted.
What I'm saying, it's not only just
Jamar Chase.
These are all. You got Boyd, you got Higgins, you got.
And you got tight end C.J. Ojoa.
Yeah,
Well,
he had
just-
2 big touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, big, yeah.
Yeah, huge day.
So that they're a good team. I think if I would have after the Bear game, if I would have never ever thought they would beat the Ravens on the road and be in first place. I just thought they looked They almost came back and beat them.
They didn't look great against the Packers either.
They looked just lethargic for 3 quarters against the Bears. Looked terrible, and then they kind of got going, and it was too late. But I mean, the thing about the AFC, they got a lot of teams jumping up at 5-2 right now. That's gonna be interesting. So it might be hard to. It's gonna be interesting the rest of the year. But huge win for a tiebreaker right there. That's a good start to how it goes. Question I have for you guys: what is wrong with the Chiefs? The Chiefs are just a mess, and Mahomes is tied for the league lead in interceptions. That team has as many turnovers as they had all year already. I mean, I guess I answered my question by saying that.
Right, you did.
But what do you guys think about this team? I mean, what is going on?
Well, Mahomes was on the Rich Eisen show today, and Rich Eisen goes, "I got up off my couch when you got like bent in half, when you got that knee in his face and tipped him back there. He had the fumble there." And he said, "You know what? Honestly, I was okay. I was a little rattled for a second, and I got up and I took my time getting off the field." He goes, I'm good right now. He goes, "Yeah, we do have some issues we have to figure out here." And, being a good team player, he's still being, we're going to get this. We're going to figure this stuff out here. But a lot of it, I think is their defense. And he thinks he has to do too much. And how many seconds is he even spending in that pocket? I mean, that guy is just backing in there and shooting.
That offensive line, we talked about this at the beginning of the year. It was all refurbished.
What was last year? There was the same issue. That's why they probably.
I thought they did a good job this year, but now they're missing guys, and I mean, I do this a lot because I'm a Bear fan, but this shows you a lot of things. This shows you that it goes deeper than players and even coaches. Andy Reid is going to be considered a great coach.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame coach.
He can't coach us about this right now. You can't. Jimmy, I say this too all the time. You guys probably heard this and probably roll your eyes every time I say it, but Jimmy John said it best. Not about X's and O's, it's about Jimmy and Joe's. Plain and simple. And that's what it's about. It's almost a mirror image of, right now, you put any quarterback on the offense, they're going to do the same thing. It's just a fact of the matter. And it seems like Mahomes is getting a lot of flack right now, almost like, oh, is he? They're bad.
Goods.
They're bad. They're not good on offense. They're not good.
Well,
can they fix it and make the playoffs? Oh, definitely. It's a long season this year. One extra game is a big deal, but I mean, now you look at it. It's gonna be they got the Chiefs in their division. They got the Chargers. They got the Raiders who are playing great,
right?
And they got to play the Packers still. This is a tough. They got a tough schedule.
And they have all the tools there. You got Hill. You got the best tight end.
Yeah.
You got their running backs are.
In the past, it was always their defense was decent enough. They can't overcome that defense.
But their defense has always been a team. What I saw about this was a great point. Their defense in the past was never they were good. Okay, the last few years they were a good defense. You don't get the Super Bowls by not being good. But what's happening now is that when the offense struggles, this defense can't get off the field to get you a ball back after a turnover or after a bad play. They're not good enough to get you the ball back and say, okay, let's hold them to a field goal and we'll get the ball back and score a touchdown. No, now they're giving up touchdowns and they can't even get a field goal.
Yeah, Butker even missed a field goal.
Yeah. But I mean, right now this Chiefs team, if I had to say today, and they can fix it because I believe they're gonna fix it. But you got to pick today. I think they're not making the playoffs. It's crazy.
2 Super Bowls to 0 playoffs.
Yeah, and the thing is that happened. Remember the fact of the team that loses the Super Bowl. That's been a big thing. I think almost all of them the year after don't make the playoffs. The loser of the Super Bowl doesn't make the playoffs. Now, it probably changed in the last few years, but think about that. That's happened for years. A team that lost Super Bowl wasn't good the next year.
Well, not the Tom Brady team.
No.
He's lost a few.
And he's been back to the playoffs. You're right. He's been to 10.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's had a decade of Super Bowls.
Who says that? Guy's throwing 600 touchdowns for Christ's sake. We'll talk about that.
I got a question for you on that Chiefs because has everybody figured out their offensive scheme pretty much? Are they predictable now on offense as well?
Well, and the thing is, what I understand is all offense are predictable.
Right.
But it's about how you execute. They've been doing the same thing for the last 5 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are other teams,
4 years.
Like maybe they watched the Buffalo game or, are they picking up stuff now that they're getting too...
It's about out-executing and just being better. And the thing is, Mahone has no time to do that.
They can't run the ball either.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Allaire was a big loss for them being hurt. I think we kind of undervalued Allaire. I know he didn't have a bunch of great games, but he is still their running back.
He was starting to get good.
Yeah, he was getting hot when he got hurt. So
what does it say about Bieniemy?
Like I say, I think Nagy's going to lose his job. I'm not ashamed, but he's going to lose his job. And
this week,
do guys? I mean,
no,
he's going to lose his job, and I get it. I understand.
End of
but
the year.
He's not the one that builds a team. I think he's going to. I think Pace is going to lose his job now too. I really do. But we'll talk about that later. But like I said, I mean, perfect example. I said this, bro. Matt LaFleur is a perfect example of a coordinator. When he didn't have the right players, he was like running a 22nd ranked offense in Tennessee with Marcus Mariota. Comes to Green Bay, he's the whiz kid. I mean, Aaron Rodgers get hurt, he's not the whiz kid no more.
You can do all
I'm
the
gonna
things
tell you
I
that
want
right
to
now.
do.
But I'm just saying that's the thing.
Right.
I mean, and it took time for them to kind of meld together. Even last year they had their struggles at times, but they still did well.
Let's see this is going to be a good week for them actually, without any receivers. What's he going to draw up against the best team in football?
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, if he can pull it off and if they can put up 28 or 30 points against Arizona without their guys, it'd be pretty impressive then.
Yeah, we'll get
I'm not going to say, because anybody loses their starting quarterback, they're going to look like dog shit. Let's just be it.
Well, yeah. There's not many teams that, besides the Philadelphia Eagles a couple years ago with Nick Foles, that caught lightning in a bottle, and Randy, he knew how to run the offense. It doesn't happen. Or Jeff Hostetler.
Yeah, I mean,
there's very few guys.
It's rare.
You're not going to have many guys that are going to win you championships if they're your backup, because they're a backup for a reason.
Yeah, they're there to hold down the fort. That's about it.
No good backups are kept backups long.
No,
I mean Garoppolo even people don't like him, but he's still a good starting quarterback.
He's the starting quarterback.
He's not terrible. He's pretty good. He's top 15, top 18 probably.
Yeah. So I mean, let's see. Well, we'll see a Packer game. We're going to talk about that. Anyway.
So next one. We'll skip. Okay. Jets Patriots 54-13. Mac Jones 307, 2 touchdowns. Harris 106, 2 touchdowns. Bolden 79, 1 touchdown. In that game, Zach, forget his last name, the rookie quarterback for
Collins, Zach
the
Wilson.
Jets. Zach Wilson was injured. Carter 37 yards rushing, and Michael Carter also 8 catches for 67 yards.
Yeah, he had a pretty good game.
Jets aren't good. And the Patriots took full advantage. Just that is an example of a rookie coach against a Bill Belichick.
Who did we pick? You picked Corey Davis. Didn't you have a big week?
Yeah, he didn't.
And I picked Ramondre.
yeah.
And he healthy scratch. I got a 0 because I had to play him.
I got like 8 points or something. So
yeah, but actually the Patriots' other running back was Damian Harris.
Yeah, he had
a big game.
He's a good back. Yeah, he's solid.
So I was right on the running back part. It just wasn't the right one.
We'll talk about that game in a minute because it's our division. Eagles Raiders, another team that's pointing upward now, and of course now it's coming. Oh, maybe it was John Gruden. Blah blah blah. Okay, whatever.
Of course it is.
Whatever works for them. They win big game, 33-22 over the Eagles. David Carr just playing really well right now. 2 touchdowns, 323. Kenyon Drake came in relief of Josh Jacobs, 69 yards and a touchdown, and
69 yards.
And I believe this Moreau is the backup tight end because Waller was injured. 6 catches for 6 yards and a touchdown. Goddard 3 for 70. Jalen Hurts 13 rushes for 61, and he had 2 touchdown passes also for 236.
So is Hurts the guy in Philadelphia?
He is right now.
You think he's still going to be at the end of the year?
Yeah.
I've heard.
I think that's
rumors
another. That's another team that's kind of. There's a bunch of them going on, but
Benchwarmers hot seat.
Their coach is trending toward not having a job, and he's a rookie too. So I don't know. I can't. Not many teams fire rookie head coaches, but
it's Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They're tough. It's a tough place.
Enough batteries hit you in the head, you want to leave anyway.
Yes.
Right.
So, Texans Cardinals, kind of what we thought would happen. 31-5.
Took the Cardinals a few minutes to get going there.
Davis Mills had a 2-run RBI, and David Johnson had a 3-run home run to give him 5. And Kyler Murray, 3 touchdowns. Edmonds, 81 yards rushing. And A.J. Green, 3 catches, 66 yards. Once again, pretty much the leader in the house right now, leader in the clubhouse for the MVP, Kyler Murray. Like I said, 3 touchdowns.
I do have one thing to say about that. It's the first time in NFL history they had a score 31-5.
That is called a scoregasm. I saw a whole thing on that.
Yes, you are correct.
Scoregasm. They people track this, and you can tweet them scores, and they'll check, and they'll put it up as it's called score. No, not scoregasm. Yeah, or scoregami.
Scoregami.
Sorry.
I like scoregasm way better.
Wow. Yeah. No, scoregami, but it was a whole thing on ESPN, like a whole little thing.
No wonder why I'm not good in bed. I keep giving her origami.
Look, a bird. The guy from Airplane. Look, a bird.
It's a pterodactyl. Yeah. I guess it takes your mind off of what's not happening.
Ed, can you play a rabbit?
Colts 49ers, a little rainy game in San Fran.
Did you guys watch any of that game?
Yeah, I did watch the last
It
quarter
was
and
a
half.
mess.
Yeah. 30-18, though. Colts they're right in the ship a little bit, 3-4. Big game this week against the Titans. A chance to get within a game of them if they can beat the Titans. 49ers just are just not playing well.
Hey.
They're playing good, but they're not playing. It's terrible.
Hot seat.
For who?
Kyle?
No way.
Yes.
Benchwarmers
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Shanahan?
What?
Good.
Come on
fire
now.
him, fire him, bring him to Chicago.
Yeah,
I'll
right?
take that guy in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Don't you think? I mean, look
No.
at this.
No.
They're
I
going to
think-
let him.
He's got less wins than Nagy this year.
That's tough. Yeah. So I don't think he's in a hot seat. I don't. Browns Broncos on Thursday night. Another game. Browns win 17-14 on the feet of rookie. Was he a rookie? Dearness Johnson?
I don't know.
146 and a touchdown.
Yeah, yes.
And Austin Hooper 2 catches 42. Cortland Sutton 5 for 68. Teddy Bridgewater 2 touchdowns. Case Keenum 199 and a touchdown, enough to win.
What did that do to Baker Mayfield's pocketbook? Case Keenum doing what he did.
Yeah. They say he's coming back.
Who?
He'll be back
For what, $30 million? That's what I heard.
For
Baker.
Oh.
A year.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
What do you think? I mean, that's before I left work, that's the last thing I heard.
I like Baker Mayfield, but I don't think he's $30 million worth. I
mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, did
even
Case
with
Keenum take a little, money out of his pocket?
I mean, you got a good pocket passer in an offense. This is the thing about their offense. If they keep the running backs, which they're going to cost too, in that line, they run the ball so well. If you got a good, quick out of the pocket guy that can read one or two things, that guy can run that offense no problem. I don't know if Case Keenum's the guy, but I mean, do you draft up? Do you go after a? I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Trubisky will be available next year.
Yeah,
one year deal. There you go. But yeah, Baker, he had torn labrum. He's going to play the rest of the year. They're saying this is getting him 10 days, and he said he'll be able to play. I don't know how it's going to feel, but can't feel good getting hit.
Yeah, it hurts just a little bit.
Yeah. Let's move to the NFC North and Lions-Rams. The Lions put up a nice fight in L.A. 28-19. Stafford 3 touchdowns. Kupp 10 for 156, 2 touchdowns. Big game for Raymond, 6 catches and 115 for the Lions. And Goff, 268, 1 touchdown. Yeah, I thought they did everything they could to win, to stay in that game and do well. They gave Rams, I think, a little more of a scare than they thought they would get, and also me and one of my survivor pools. So, because I took the Rams in Tampa this week in my survivor pools. I got a question for you guys. So this happened to me one time before, and someone gave me grief for this, and it happened again this week. Not me personally, but he gave people grief, and I'm in the same pool with this person. Gave people grief for picking against their team in a poll I pay for to win money.
Against who?
I read that.
Against the team you follow?
Yeah.
But I saw that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Do you think it's okay to pick against your team?
Yeah, I do all the time. I hate the Packers half the time.
But I mean, in a survivor pool, so I took last week, who did I take last week? Who did the Bears play last week? Oh, the Packers.
Yeah.
Took the Packers last week. And I took
good bet
Tampa this week.
So if your team's Houston, you just might as well fucking pack it in and then just throw your money away.
Yeah.
I got to bet for my team.
Even if you give him, I think he's
Willie, the Lions.
Pick him and give him 1. Do you pick Lions every week?
Not every week, but I did take him in. I think I did take him this week on our.
Would you take him in a survivor pool?
Who would I take him against?
No, would you take him? Oh yeah, that's the thing.
It depends who they played. I mean, yeah, I would take him if they played. I think I'd take him if they played Houston. I'll take him. I'll tell you what. I'll take him against the Bears.
Yeah,
when they play him at home.
It's Thanksgiving too.
I know, but I don't think I would have to.
I wouldn't take either of them, but
no, I mean, but
I want to take the Bears at all. Right
that
now.
would be a good pick. I mean, that would at least you'd have a chance.
Yeah,
they're not going winless this year.
Yeah. I'm just saying that was a weird, but I brought that up. Never mind.
Did you see Swift's game? Getting better every week.
Yes, see it. Well,
Swaggy, almost 150 total yards.
Swaggy and Swift. Swaggy and Swifty.
We're good. Thanks, Jace, though.
Hey,
Just put him in
Jace,
the
how you
fridge down here. So the other game, we'll go to that game last since they won. We'll go Bears Buccaneers. We talked about earlier. Bears go to Tampa, which I got to witness, and they lose 38-3. The game in the first 8 minutes was pretty much over. It was 14-0 already.
Oh my God! I had Fournette, and I remember I picked him as my pick to click.
Yeah.
They go right down, get a touchdown. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a huge game. I don't think he played the rest of the game.
15 rushes for 81 yards and a touchdown. Godwin had 111 and a touchdown. Fields 184 passing. Herbert, that's the one bright spot for the Bears. Khalil Herbert had a nice game.
Yep.
100 yards rushing, looked good. Caught a few balls. Komet, another game, 5 catches again, 43. So he dropped a first down though when they were down 7-0.
Yeah, that was a huge drop.
Yep, huge. Huge. It's huge. I don't know how to say it.
Huge.
How would Alec Baldwin say it?
Huge.
Huge. I'm going to do my Alec Baldwin impression. I think they should do an Alec Baldwin impression on.
I guess people are already upset about the shirts.
What are those?
It says guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin does.
Ooh, that's not good.
I was going to make one, and now everybody's already outraged about the shirts, so they're getting too much press.
I do have to think about the Bears game. Probably the most excitement thing was Bilal Nichols, right?
Oh.
The what?
They didn't show the replay. What did he do?
He was ejected in the third quarter.
We know that, but what did he do?
He threw a punch at the Ryan Jensen.
Oh, that dude!
Yeah.
That dude gets it out of you.
After they played, they showed on the board, but they stopped it before it happened. Jensen's like pull him off the pile, and Jensen sort of like pushes his helmet, and then he goes right back at him.
But you can't punch. You can push, and you can shove him in the face.
Right.
You can even shove him in the face mask.
Yeah.
But once you make a fist and try to, which is the dumbest thing ever. Why would you make a
Why'd
fist?
you punch him?
Yeah.
Why do you punch a guy with a helmet on?
Yeah.
But tickle him would probably be more upsetting.
That'd be like,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Dude, they'd probably get more mad.
So the Buccaneers beat the Bears. Bears dropped to 3-3. Buccaneers go to 5-1. And the final game we're going to talk about is the Packers. We're not gracious hosts to the football team. 24-10. Just a balanced game by the Packers. We touched on this for Rodgers. Jones, a light day rushing, only 19 yards. Devontae Adams, 76 and a touchdown. He just does what he does. Terry McLaurin, though, big game. 7-for-122 and 1 touchdown. That was a big catch. Away to 40-yard touchdown in the game. Heineke led for rushers at 95, and Heineke had 1 touchdown pass. Football team just they had a few chances to maybe keep themselves in the game. I think I saw that was another cool thing about the stadium. When you go to the stadium early there, they play red zone and they show all the games on the screens while you're waiting.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. It was neat. But yeah, they had a chance at times, but you can just tell they weren't going to win the game. The Packers just bad. The Packers are just a better team right now.
Yeah.
So the Packers went 24-10. They moved to 6-1 and pretty much on cruise control for that division. And the football team drops to 2-5. So let's
real quick about that. Why would Aaron Rodgers want to leave this division?
Because he's insane. We've talked about this.
What was that?
He's insane.
Why would Aaron Rodgers want to leave this division?
Because I don't know. I don't know. The answer to that's very, very strange. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't know. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about this actually. This watching the Tampa Bay, and I'm like, oh man, Brady went there and the team was there and blah blah. And I know they got Antonio Brown as a free agent. I know they got Rob Gronkowski. I get that. But the rest of that Tampa team has pretty much been built through the draft. I mean, if you think about it, Evans and Godwin were drafted. The line overall was drafted. Their defense, their linebacker, a lot of those guys are drafted players. They're starters. So in a way, they've done nothing different than the Packers have done, except their guys have become bigger and better faster, I think. Where you got Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, I would take Devontae Adams over. And Fournette was a pickup too. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't know what he thinks happens when you go to their teams. That you walk in these teams and they're just going to go, what would you like, Mr. Rodgers? Who do you want us to get? Yeah, we can get anybody because there's no salary cap. We don't have to do, KC's kind of going through right now with the big money quarterback. They've already kind of touched a little bit on that, and you see that happen. It's hard to keep these teams, and that's why the best place for them is this division right now, because right now they can go low, they can keep this cap and get to the playoffs and hopefully make a run when they get there. It's gonna be hard. You get in these divisions, that guy. I don't know. I think he's like I've said from the beginning. I don't think he's leaving. I think this is just a game for him to play. I think this was his way of saying, I might not show up, and then he does. So it's like, well, maybe he won't. And
it's kind of turned into Brett Favre again.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're gonna get first round picks from. Yeah, probably, but some teams. I mean, you get to a point when he's in his last year's contract next year, and other teams are like, well, why would I trade anything if we can wait another year for this guy and get him when he's a free agent. Why would I not let him stay with the Packers one year? We'll get him when he's a free agent. But do you want him when he's 39?
No,
then?
you want it in that Rams situation where they need their quarterback now.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
the
there's
thing.
got to, there
there's-
might be a team out
There's
there.
not a team I can think of. Right. Well, they say the big thing was Denver, Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Those are two
Denver,
teams that
possibly.
can
Well, he
talk
really wanted to go to San Francisco. I think.
Carolina would be a good place for him.
Now, would they get so desperate?
That's a
for,
weak division too.
Would they? What team again?
Carolina.
Yeah. They've been talking about them. But one thing that would San Fran be willing to just say screw Trey Lance and just say we want Aaron Rodgers because we have a team we think is good enough to win.
How many teams have screwed Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, a bunch of guys?
Yeah,
I know they're nowhere near.
And the San Fran's gonna, and this is the thing about San Fran, they're going to get a chance to see how good this kid is because he's not. I mean, to see if he can progress. I don't think he's not. Maybe he'll be great when he. I mean, he started a game, he was decent, but if I personally think if they lose, right now, I think they should start Trey Lance when he's healthy. I have nothing against Garoppolo, but there's no point in starting Garoppolo anymore. They're 2-5 in a division with a team that's 7-0 and 6-1.
Yep.
They're not going to catch both those teams.
So how
There's
many years
no
does
way.
Rodgers have left? You got this year and next year?
Yes, I think he's got 2 years left. This year and next year left in his deal.
So if you're the Packers and San Francisco offered you, say, Garoppolo and a couple first rounders,
might be worth it.
I think so.
And
too.
that's the thing with the Packers. I think they missed. Like they were talking 3 or 4 first rounders. Maybe from now it's changed because there's only 1 year left on his contract. And there has to be a guarantee from him that he's going to sign. But you get a guarantee from the guy he can still retire on you.
Right
He
now
doesn't mean he has to keep playing.
No, but that San Francisco's in a tough spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
That division's tough.
Well, you got the Rams for another 1 or 2 years, and you're going to have the Cardinals for a couple years because Murray's young, but he's going to get paid in a couple years too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it gets tougher.
So, but good question. I don't think he's leaving. I think it was just a game. But like I said, the Packers did the right deal, and like I said, me and Ev have talked, and you've been around, but we've talked to other people that I think Jordan Love's going to be great. I don't think the Packers think he's going to be great because they would have traded him this offseason, they thought.
Yeah.
They would have traded him and said, you know what? But the other thing is, they know they can win now, so they got to keep Rodgers and try to win now. Yeah. But, you can still win next year. This team's not changing. Well, Devontae Adams will be a free agent next year. That's where the big thing changes. So I think that might coincide. I think Rodgers might – if Adams leaves – then I think Rodgers says, "Yeah, I want out." Because who
I don't know how
who do you got for me?
I don't know how they can keep Adams with Rodgers' huge contract.
Rodgers has to.
So's Aaron Jones.
Take a cut. Aaron Jones is there. They got signed Aaron
right,
Jones up.
That's
that
what
worked
I'm
out
saying.
great.
Now
for
they
him,
got a lot of money in those 3 guys.
Yep.
It's gonna be tough.
I could even see another place, Seattle.
Oh.
Russell Wilson,
Well,
his contract.
They were talking about a trade.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. That was my next question. How long is he going to be there? I don't think long. I tell you what, you know who's really looking old?
Pete Carroll.
Yes.
Well, he's 70.
Well, yeah, I think older than that.
Something, yeah.
Is he really?
But he's looking old and he's thinking old.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams that I don't know. With the Packers, they're
in a great situation.
They're
right
good,
now.
but even
the division's weak.
Yeah, they're going to be. It's the same thing with them though. They're going to be in the playoffs.
Who's weak?
The division.
The division North. The Norris.
The division. NFC North.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about where the Seattle's at.
No.
No. Green Bay's in a great position to win that almost
every year. Why would you want to leave, right? Yes.
I still think Minnesota's going to make some noise in that division this year. I think
they're solid.
Possibly. They have a bunch of games, but they still got to win games. They can't just go. We can't just sit here and go. I can't go every week. Well, they should have been 5-2 because they're not.
Yeah.
And they come back after a bye this week, and we'll see. I mean,
the Bears can mess with some teams, and they can hang around and beat you up a little bit.
Their offensive line's not good. No.
Maybe their coach can
the big thing last week with them, and people don't realize this. Tampa Bay was missing like 5 defensive stars, and I know the Packers are too, and they're missing Gronkowski and Antonio Brown. Now, the Bears aren't world beaters by any means, but they embarrassed the Bears. It wasn't even close. It wasn't.
They embarrassed the Packers though too.
The week before, the Bears actually played a good game against the Packers. I thought until that last touchdown Aaron Rodgers ran in, that game was not decided. And when he owned the team, it was funny because he didn't own the team until I got a touchdown now. We're up by 10 with 5. Whoopee.
I usually don't stick up for Aaron Rodgers, but I think he was kind of saying in his career he's owned
I
them.
understand that, but I look at it as I just look at the two teams, and the
And that's
Bears
very
almost
offensive.
handled the Packers. And they weren't close to handling Tampa Bay.
No, but
they weren't even close.
Yeah, but the Packers couldn't handle Tampa Bay either. Tampa Bay throttled them.
Tampa Bay is still a team. After watching them play, and I know I do like Arizona, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. playoffs, these teams, like even the Arizona and the Packers play this week, Arizona Packers win, they're still going to play in the playoffs. I don't think neither of these teams are missing the playoffs. It doesn't matter what happens.
But this is going to be a weird week. It's on a short week.
I don't like that.
Packers
And everybody
are
has
missing a bunch
COVID.
of stars.
Yeah. Huh?
Everybody has COVID.
Yeah. I don't like how it's laying out for the Packers. I mean,
no, it's a bad week.
It's a bad thing anyway because you're in a short week. You got to travel to Arizona, go out west. That's tough.
Hey, here's one to take one for the Gipper. Just get in and get out.
Yeah, that's about what this is. Try not to get injured. I mean, the Packers are going to lose this game. They should. I mean, they should. It's
one of those games you look at and you look at it, it's impossible, but
They're
Aaron
all
Rodgers
beat
will
up.
make some throws, and and these guys won't be able to not catch him because has such
possible.
good accuracy. I mean, it's and Aaron Jones might have a good game. I'm still, I don't care what anybody says. I'm still not sold on that Cardinals defense. I'm still not going to buy them. I know they beat teams, but they're beating teams like. The thing about the NFL schedules, they're so weak nowadays. I was thinking about it. Arizona's actually beat a couple decent teams because they're in that division. But I mean, look at these division leaders. I mean, not that many has beat winning teams at this point.
Tampa has.
Remember we were
they
talking about
lost to the
Denver
Rams,
where they were
though,
3-0, and now where they?
Oh yeah, but they're scattered. Remember, they were playing their
Right. We talked about that. Yes.
So I don't know. So let's talk about next week. You guys want to pull up your Yahoo app?
Yeah, I got them.
Hold on here.
So we're going to talk about. We'll stop and talk about certain games only. So let's start off with the Thursday night game. We'll talk about this one for sure. And the Packers are getting 6 at Arizona. How do you see this game kind of going? As we talked a second about, how do you see it going?
I see Arizona just running all over them. Packers don't have any defensive backs. They can't get a rush right now because they've got a few guys out. And then their whole wide receiver group's going to be out.
They made nice pick. I like
that linebacker.
I like the Merciless pick better than the one they made the week before. I did like to pick up the week before. Who they make the week before?
One was the linebacker, one was the safety. So I'm trying to think of who they were.
Yeah, linebackers Merciless. I like him better. He's going to help him relieve some of that missing of Smith because he's a edge rusher.
This Packer team, though, I mean, if they can go, another 4-2 here or whatever. That they're getting a lot of guys back.
Well, they're going to win the
They're going to
division.
get a lot of.
That's the thing.
They're going to get some talent back later in the year too. I mean, they're playing without Jair Alexander, without Kevin King. Without
Jair Alexander is still talking about surgery. They've been off and on. So who knows?
Yeah,
but they'll be fine. I mean, they're going to win the division.
But I think Arizona lines up a lot of 4 wide sets more than any other team in the NFL,
and they're going to attack you.
And they're going to attack the Packers right now.
Always handing out pumpkin roll.
Oh, thank you, Willie. I love pumpkin rolls.
Chase, want a piece of pumpkin roll?
No, I'm good.
But
you don't like pumpkin roll?
No, I'm just not hungry.
What's with you, pumpkin roll?
What's up, pumpkin?
Why are you so ornery?
Someone break up with you?
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Anyway,
hello.
I went and got pizza last night. I already found out all the dirt.
So anyway, Packers. So who you like in the Packers Cardinal game?
I like the Cardinals covering that 6 easy.
Willie.
Easy.
I'm taking the Packers.
Of course,
that's a lot of points, man. And that's still got Aaron Rodgers over there on their side. I'm not saying they're going to win, but
That's in Arizona also.
Yes. In Arizona.
Who you like, Jace?
What?
Who you like?
Oh, Arizona easily.
Okay. We're gonna go quick on this one. Not talk about it much. Arizona getting 2.5 at Atlanta. I like Atlanta.
Carolina, Atlanta.
Yep, Carolina 2.5. Carolina's getting. I'm taking Atlanta.
I'm taking the.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts is on fire. I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
You like Jace?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Miami at Buffalo. Buffalo minus
4 touchdowns.
Minus 13.5.
Man,
I'm taking Buffalo.
Yeah.
Miami looks horrible for having all that young talent. I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I think it's the coaching, personally.
Yeah, he's on the hot seat
I
too.
think it's
Brian Flores,
I think it's the coaching. I don't think
after last year when we benched Fitzpatrick,
You know what?
and for Tua and they were winning, that was nuts.
I'm gonna pick Miami.
Okay.
To cover that 13.5.
I am too.
Okay.
Tua was pretty good last week.
So let's break down this game a little bit. San Fran is visiting Chicago. Chicago getting 3.5 at home.
I like Chicago in that game.
I like Chicago too because for some reason they play a crappy game and they come back and play inspired football.
And they're at home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't know. That's how they play. I just know them. That's what they do. So Willie, San Fran giving 3.5 in Chicago.
San Francisco.
Okay. Jace.
I'm going with the Bears, just like you said. You really never see them get blown out and get blown out again. They normally It'll be a good game, I think.
Matt Nagy might not be coaching, so
Yeah,
I was actually
he's got COVID too.
I was actually talking to Terry Philippus, and I said it'd be funny if they won and Matt Nagy wasn't even coaching. That'd just be the funny part of it all.
So next one, Steelers visit Cleveland. Cleveland giving 3.5 to the Steelers. I gotta go with that running game is. But I gotta go with Pittsburgh just because with the Baker Mayfield injury, and I'm gonna take Pittsburgh plus a 3.5 on the road. Jace,
I'm going with Cleveland.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with Cleveland as well.
Steelers.
Eagles go to the Lions plus 3, and I'm gonna say it now. Mark my words. Lions get their first win this week, and they beat the Eagles at home. EAGL losers. Taking the Lions.
I concur.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going Philadelphia.
I'm going Lions. They've been on fire. They just can't finish it. That's what it's been.
Titans at Indy. The Colts
Only one.
plus 1 at home.
Okay.
Basically a pick 'em. Man, the Titans are gonna be. It's like that. It's like that girl you take to the dance. You girl you see across the room, like, oh, she's good looking. You get closer, oh my God. I think that's the Titans. I think that's that team that, like,
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde. They're like, wow, you thought they were really good, and you're going to get in this game with a good. Indianapolis is a tough, hard hitting, good defensive football team. And I think, I don't, man, I got to take the Colts at home. I have to. I don't know.
I'm going to take Tennessee.
I think it's Derrick Henry versus the Colts defense. So, I mean, obviously, right? So I'm going Titans.
Okay.
I'm going Titans. Colts just aren't built to handle the run game. They're better on the pass game than they are. So.
Okay. The Patriots, after a big win this week, they travel to L.A. and play the Chargers, and they're getting 5.5 on the road.
Did you miss?
Yeah, you missed a couple.
Mine's
Oh, I'm sorry, I slid down. My bad.
Bengals and Jets.
Well, let's just go down there. I'll take the Chargers minus the 5.5 at home. And I'll come off a bye week.
I'm taking them.
Yeah, I'll go Chargers.
Chargers.
Herbert's got to be better than he was.
Herbert.
I'm sorry, I'll go back to Owens. Bengals minus 9.5 at the Jets. Jets getting almost 10 points at home. So who do you like in this game?
Bengals.
Oh, yep.
Is it Bengals? Me too.
No, I'm going to take Jamar Chase.
Oh, Jamar Chase. How about? Oh, you know what? I got a fun fact for you guys. I have a little question. So
It's a good pumpkin love.
no, I have it later actually because it comes with something else. So never mind. Rams giving 14.5 to the Texans at Houston. I'm taking the Rams.
Is this a survivor pool pick?
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. I already took them twice so, in both my close home.
Twice?
Yeah, this week I think my survivor pool teams are going to be. I'm taking the Chiefs at home against the Giants. God, I'm betting not.
Dude, if they lose that game,
well, that's what I'm
Andy
thinking.
Reid's going to be on the hot seat.
They can't lose that game, so that's why I'm taking them. But so who do you guys like? Chargers, we all said, right?
Yep.
Oh no, we are on the Rams. You guys didn't answer Rams.
Rams.
14.5, and I think they're still going to cover it easily.
Jared.
Houston's had some big spreads against them.
Well, they got.
And
What'd you show me this stat? Texans scored how many points in 3 games?
Oh, they were outscored 3 to 45 in 3 games.
Yeah, that's not.
Or it
good.
was maybe it was 70. Yeah, it was.
No, it was like
90. It was
Yeah.
80 because they lost 40 to nothing, and then they lost. It was 40 to nothing and 40 to 3. It was somewhere in the 40s.
80 to 3 they lost in 2 games.
That offense is.
Now you had this week 111 to 8,
and they're playing the Rams.
and the Rams
You've been outscored 84 to 3 in your last 3 games. Don't worry, you only got the Rams.
The Rams
this
are coming
week.
to town. Oh, really? So Jaguar. Who do you like, Willie? Did you say the Rams game?
I take Rams.
Okay. So how about the Chargers? I'm sorry, the Seahawks minus 3.5. The Jaguars visiting Seattle. I'm taking Seattle because I don't have faith in Urban Meyer. I did the beginning of the year, but I don't have faith in him anymore.
He may not show up. He may not.
He might stay at the club.
Well, you got. He has
a layover in Columbus.
That's what they call him now.
So the quarterback's out. The running back's out for Seattle. That's a tough one. And Jacksonville's Jacksonville.
Yeah, I count on Geno Smith throwing the ball.
I'm gonna take Jacksonville. in
That
game.
awesome
Ooh,
guys.
I like it. Chase, did you say who you liked?
I gotta go with the Seahawks.
You too, Willie?
Yeah.
Sea Chickens?
Sea Chickens.
I like Jacksonville going all the way across the country and beating them there.
After the Saints, I don't think they're losing.
That's
All
far.
the way. It is too.
How about The Washington football team at Denver, -3. The Broncos are giving 3 to the football team. That's a tough game.
That Washington team's scrappy.
I'm going to take Washington. You sold me already.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think they can put up enough points.
Whenever you say scrappy, I like it.
I don't know if they can put up enough points though.
Say
against
scrappy again.
Scrappy.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. Unless the field's really moist.
We're done.
We're done.
I'm going to go Denver anyways to cover that.
Denver.
I took football team.
Yeah, I got to go football team on it.
Nice. Buccaneers, a little bit of a test this week, visiting New Orleans' defense. I believe we're going to see a lot of the same defensively. Is that I don't think Jameis Winston's. I think he's had a hard time against his defense.
Jekyll or Hyde.
Yeah, 4.5 points, but the Saints are getting 4.5 at home. That's I'm taking on the Buccaneers. I can't not take them.
After last
I got
week.
a bad taste in my mouth, but I have to take them.
Well, here's the thing: there was a lot of points.
I'm going to pick New Orleans because they always seem to give Tampa trouble.
Good point. Remember they went down there last year.
Last year too.
I beat them like 40 to 12 or something like that. Something crazy.
I'm going with the Aints.
Jace?
Gotta go Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay?
I got something from last game too.
Yeah.
If you don't already know what
we talked about the ball.
Oh, you did talk about the ball. Well, did you know how much the ball was estimated would have been valued if it got put at auction?
I guessed $500,000.
Yep, $500,000. And they said if the auction would have went for probably 2 days, it would have been up to $1 million or more. So all the stuff that he got was only about $3,500, which.
But he got Tom Brady gave him Bitcoin.
I know you get a lot out of it still, but if he would have, he didn't have to give the ball back. It was kind of funny what Tom Brady said in his press conference after. As I really don't like keeping those things; they don't mean that much to me.
Well, the Hall of Fame
It's
wants
for the
them.
Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's what he
I
said.
would have said my other stipulation would have been in the Hall of Fame has to say thanks to Scott Cavelli for giving us the ball back. That's what it has.
That would have been awesome.
That's what it has. My name has to be in the Hall of Fame then.
That would have been awesome.
Yes, right?
That's it. That's all you want.
That's all I want.
Tom Brady's 600 touchdown pass donated by.
That would be
Donated
awesome.
by Scott Cavelli. How cool would that have been?
That would have been super cool.
I'm telling you, that's first thing
That's
I thought.
why your seats sucked because you didn't get you weren't up close.
Yeah. So who do you guys like? Do you guys all Saints 2 Buccaneers, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cowboys go to the Vikings. The Vikings are getting 2.5. Man,
At
it's
home.
tough because both these teams I've liked all year. Like
Be
the
a
way they're
shootout
playing.
and big running backs.
Both teams coming off buys, so it's a pretty
Fresh
nice,
legs.
fair fight. Dak Prescott is still questionable in that game, though.
What
It's
is it?
calf
His
injury.
calf?
I think I've got to take the Vikings in this game. I'm going with Dak Prescott not playing.
Who's the backup? Danucci?
No, Danucci got cut.
Ah, boo. So who's their backup?
Garrett.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
I'm going to take Dallas.
I'm gonna go Minnesota.
I go with the Vikings.
The Vikings, okay. And the final game, the Chiefs giving 10 points at home to the Giants. So Giants at Chiefs. Giants plus 10.
I think this is going to be a big beat.
I'm taking the Chiefs have to just
Poop on 'em.
put a show on. I'm taking the Chiefs minus 10.
I would take the Chiefs if it's 20.
Yeah.
right
Another
now.
team that the coach is in trouble. Joe Judge is in trouble there, too.
Oh, no, he's got Mara's.
Oh, the vote of
Still love him.
confidence? Okay.
Well,
So he'll be
that's a kiss of death, too.
So he'll be fired by Friday?
That's a kiss of
Save it.
death.
So, Jace, you had some information on us. We didn't get to it yet. We didn't talk about it yet because I was saving it for you. About what you heard today about Deshaun Watson and the Miami Dolphins.
So, everything. Well, here, I'll explain the trade package as of right now. So, they are trading 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks to the Texans. And if it does become a 3-team trade, there hasn't been much about that. If it does, Tua is going to go north to Washington still. But here's the stipulation with it all. Miami said they're not signing anything until his legal matters are cleaned up.
Well, that could be 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? If I'm the Bears right now, call me crazy. I'll offer Justin Fields for whatever they want.
without the legalization, just take
Because
him?
Justin Fields is not in trouble.
Well,
and you're taking a chance. But, okay, so you get 2 first-rounders and 3 second-rounders for Justin Fields.
No, 3 first-rounders. 3 first-rounders.
No, but you're not going
That's
to get much.
That's a Herschel Walker.
But I'm just saying.
There's no way they're doing that for Fields.
Well, they're doing it for John Watson. He's going to prison.
I mean, is Fields that much better than Tua? No.
Who would you rather take, Tua or Fields? If you could get in that
I'd
third-team
take
guy.
Tua right now. Tua threw 4 touchdowns
Actually,
this week.
screw it. I want Fitzpatrick.
Because he had a line.
Yeah, I mean,
and he played Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, but right now I'd take him over Fields.
Well, yeah, I'm just
Fields
saying.
If he was in his 4th year
Atlanta still
and he
won.
knew how to read defenses and how the NFL works, yeah, probably.
Yeah, and he lost the game too. That's the thing too. I mean,
But, you know, he's got the curse of the Ohio State quarterback going with him.
I just think that line's just bad.
And we knew that from the get-go.
They had a bench of right tackle.
We
in the
know
game.
that from the
They
get-go.
had a
They're
bench of right tackle
terrible.
during the game. I actually thought the second fumble was his fault, but Bob texted me in the game. He goes, "They benched the right tackle." I go, "Oh, really? You can't see it at the game. You don't notice that stuff."
Right.
And he goes, "Yeah, because
he
Bob's
missed his assignment.
Bob's pretty. You know, he's not a. You know, he'll say what's true." And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Both those fumbles were his fault. The right tackles." I go, "No." He goes, "No."
Oh, the second one.
Well, the first fumble, he dropped back. Literally, Fields got the ball in a shotgun and got hit. He caught the ball, went like this, and got hit. It was like that kid don't stand.
Two linemen passed the ball on the way in.
It was insane.
Well, no, I remember seeing the second one. You see Shaq Barrett come right around the end and just boom,
Oh, yeah.
right to the back.
So we're going back to Deshaun Watson. I got a question for you guys. Would you trade for Deshaun Watson?
No.
Definitely not.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, why would you?
Miami's nuts.
And why does that guy think
I-
he's a Teflon Don?
But Carolina's come in the conversation about him too.
So
Deshaun
wait a
Watson.
second.
Yeah.
John Gruden had a dirty email, and he's been banished from the NFL. People are crying on ESPN about it. You know, grown men are crying because of a dirty email that was not even that bad.
But Deshaun Watson.
But Deshaun Watson's like, you know, donkey punching girls and
Hee-haw. Dominic the donkey.
and it's not like these are all just it's a repeated pattern.
Do you think
This is
22
not just
women
a
are
one-
lying?
I bet some of them are.
I don't think.
I would
I don't
bet
think
some
there's
of them are.
22.
But what's the chance that they're all lying?
Oh, that's zero. It's absolutely zero. This is a pattern. It's no different than that guy at
He's like a serial, whatever you want to say. He's like a serial type.
It's
I don't
like
want to
that
say
Penn-
serial rape. That's tough to use that word.
Yeah, that's-
But a serial assaulter. That's what he sounds like he is.
and he does it the exact same way every time.
He thinks he's because he thinks he's because he's an NFL player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a sore groin.
I got one thing to say here.
Yeah, baby.
I got one. If Bill Cosby got off,
That's what she said.
then this guy have a chance?
To what?
Get off.
That's too easy. Yeah, I don't
really,
understand.
I mean,
I
you
don't
gotta-
understand how the we've talked, but it's just good. It's good to talk. It's good podcast fodder to discuss this because it's hilarious that they are actually gonna allow him to be someone. Number one, the NFL is allowing him to be even getting paid still, and he's not on a commissioner exempt list. Number two, and they're saying, well, we don't have all the facts. So every guy that gets pulled over drunk driving in the NFL gets suspended for the first. Melvin Gordon got suspended for a game because he got pulled over drunk driving. Now it's wrong, but it's not even close to what this guy has done. Kareem Hunt missed 8 games and got to come back.
And there's video footage of him.
Tom Brady had to miss 4 NFL football games because they thought he took air out of a football, for Christ's sake. Now, it's cheating. Yeah. If he did it, it is. But seriously, that didn't hurt anybody. Winning a stupid shiny trophy does not hurt anybody. It cracks me up. It's just how backwards we are. The NFL is basically, if they don't like you, they're going to get you. And Gruden was the same guy as Tom Brady.
You should have that. I'm going to get you, sucker.
Yeah, it's insane to me. It's just crazy.
The whole world's insane.
I don't get it.
I can't even turn on the news anymore, and I'm like, is there something wrong? Did I get hit in the head over the weekend, you know?
Well, and the other thing, Josh Gordon, I get he used drugs, but he's been almost basically kicked out of the NFL. And what did he do to anybody else but himself?
No, I mean, I feel bad for Josh Gordon. He's got a serious problem, but he still shouldn't be allowed back. He's had many chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you get after about 7 chances, you're not gonna straighten out. It's
what
like
was Ray Rice's punishment?
He never got to come
banished.
back because
he got blackballed.
Yeah, he got blackballed like Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
No.
But Ray Rice can play football. So he was the exception to the rule because the video. Now Kareem Hunt got a video and the same thing. It was weird.
And
It's just-
Kareem Hunt's was way worse.
Oh, Kareem Hunt, he was just straight up
Ray
kicking
Rice,
someone.
that girl got knocked out cold.
That was his wife, though. He's married to her.
Now you can't be hitting girls, man. I'm telling you right
if
now.
you're married
That's-
to him. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's the old I told you the story, haven't I? My favorite Cops episode.
Oh, yeah.
They get up to this guy and goes, man, ain't nobody hitting my sister. Nobody. Unless they married to her.
Wow. So John Lynn writes, we have Dan and the Danettes. Now we have Pimp and the Pimpettes. Justin Fields is only worth a Twicket from Great America only.
Twicket.
That's old school right there.
There it is.
He wins against one of those big cigars.
Number one, John, it's pretty funny, but you showed your age there. Just so you know, you were 50 before me. I know that for a fact. So, yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird to me. Let's move on to something more exciting and fun. Oh, let's do my top three, bottom three. That's my new little thing. So right now we're going to talk bottom three. We're going to talk NFL. My bottom three in NFL right now. 3 is number 30 in the league right now. I'm going to put the Texans at 30.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
31, I'm going to put the Jaguars. And at 32, I have to put the Jets. Those are my bottom three.
Those are all debatable how bad those teams are.
Not as exciting as the top three will be. The top three, my top three teams, number 3 is going to be the Buccaneers. Number 2 is the Rams because they beat the Buccaneers. And number 1 is the Cardinals.
Okay.
Packers are knocking on the door along with the
Buffalo,
and there's a bunch. There's and now Cincinnati's kind of they're on the stoop. They're not knocking on the door. They're like on the stoop, waiting for me to maybe let them knock on the door. But those 3 are the top teams right now. If the Packers win this week, they're going to be number 1 for sure next week. No problem. They'll be number 1. I promise you. But right now they are 3 or they'll be 4 right now if I had to pick. What anybody you would change there?
I mean,
Jaguars.
I might sneak in Buffalo ahead of the Rams.
Okay. Well, I got to keep. Then I got to drop. Then the Rams would be 3, and then
no, I'd say the Rams would be 4 then for me.
No, Tampa would be 3.
Yeah,
but the Rams beat Tampa.
Doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like Alabama. They're still going to kick everybody's ass except for maybe.
That's why they moved up to number 4.
Yeah.
You lose games, shit happens.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
They get too much credit though for being good.
It's hopefully that someone proves the coaches or the EPI wrong.
Honestly, I don't think the Cardinals are. To me, Tampa's better than the Cardinals, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean they're going to.
So where do you have the Packers?
4-ish. I mean they're knocking on the door right now.
I'd probably have them like 5 or 6.
You kind of look at the schedule they played. I mean they've beaten the Bengals, which is a winning team.
Yeah.
But nobody, like I said, it's hard. You can't pick on schedules because nobody's really beat. You only play 1 or 2 good teams. That's what the Cardinals. They've beat a couple teams that.
If somebody told you
relevant.
that the Chiefs wouldn't even be in the top 10 at this almost halfway point through the season,
so if the Packers win on Thursday, which
they'd be 1, especially if they're not playing with Adams.
Yeah,
Adams for sure, and Lazard.
They're 2.
Not that Lazard blows you out, but he's their number 1 now.
Yeah,
if
he was,
Now, hey, the rookie, they got to step up this week.
And
Cobb.
Equanimous and...
Hey, Cobb, he brought Cobb back for a reason. Let's see if he can do it, man.
Don't forget about tight end, too.
Tiny might have a good game this week, too. Tiny might have a big game.
He had a good game
because last year when he had his breakout game, Devontae Adams was hurt, I think. And
he was hurt like 3-4 games.
Yeah, and that's when he had all those touchdowns. So
I have a little tidbit about the Cardinals. Remain unbeaten in match and their best start in franchise history. We all know they're 7-0. Since...
76.
Last time they were 7-0 was 1974.
74, Jesus.
They take on the 6-1 Packers.
Was Dan Dierdorf there?
Probably was.
Dan Dierdorf.
Yeah, it'll be the best combined win percentage for a Thursday game in October or later in the Super Bowl era since 1966. Now, you remember, we can talk about Thursday games because of Thanksgiving games.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's always the Lions. It's going to have
Lions
Cowboys.
and Cowboys.
Yeah, but with the Lions.
How about them Cowboys?
But they're always playing Washington or somebody, and both teams are always good. So, and the Bears play a lot on Thanksgiving, too. That's
all
weird.
right.
So how about good, bad, and the ugly this week? Let's start with the ugly this week, and the ugly, Ed.
Man, I wanted to go Justin Fields with his 5 or 6 turnovers, but somebody else. I'm going to go Alec Baldwin.
Oh.
Dude, what a ridiculous situation. Now they're talking he's possibly facing some manslaughter charges. So, which
is kind of crazy.
As a gun guy, Somebody hands you a goddamn gun, you check it every single time.
And I told Jenny, I was talking to Jenny.
Every time.
We were talking about this today, and I made a comment like this. I mean, I took Hunter's safety and all that stuff. Number one, I mean, I know it's a movie and you're going to point it at someone eventually, but number one, you never point a gun at nobody.
No,
loaded or unloaded.
Nope.
You don't. You don't point. Even if you know it's unloaded, you never point a gun at a person.
Unless
never.
you want to destroy it.
Yeah,
you never pointed at something.
You never pointed at something because you could have made a mistake and something could happen.
It's not like TV where the guy goes, "Oh,
yeah,"
it destroys your body.
Yeah. So what is this man doing? Pointing a gun. I don't care if it's. You can argue it's a prop gun. I don't care. That's still even fake guns. You're not supposed to point at people.
Right. You don't.
I mean, in situations like
I saw a thing in the news today that they were actually doing their walkthrough, and he was actually pointing at the camera, and that it misfired. He didn't even fire it; it just fired.
No,
That's what the news said. Yeah, so
it's the gun's fault now.
Yeah, it's going to be, of course, it's going to be the NRA's fault somehow.
Yeah,
which I'm not a fan of them either.
But
But
have fake guns on the set.
That gun also misfired 2 weeks ago, twice.
They've had 2 misfires on the set. When they stand in these situations, this wasn't a situation where there's actually like a filming thing going on. They stand on like an X on the ground, and they point like next to the guy, but it looks like they're very safe.
Yeah,
and he was pointing at a screwing around.
There was rumors that people had walked off that set like union people because they didn't like the way it was being done.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always supposed to be a double check system in that, and it wasn't double checked.
And that same gun they would use to go plinking like in the afternoon, like when there was nothing going on, they'd be out there shooting at cans with it. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? It's unbelievable. These stories coming out are just ridiculous. And can you imagine if you were like hunting? It's like, oh yeah, I shot one of my buddies, but don't worry, we'll get it fixed for the next time. You know, it's like that doesn't happen. Wisconsin's got 700,000 deer hunters. I mean, there's only been a couple deaths in the last few years. And that's with high
because they wear orange.
Yeah, but it's with high-powered rifles and drunk idiots out there. Guys that probably don't pick up a gun the whole year and go out doing that.
Right.
Ed.
What? Well, I pick up guns all the time, trust me. Jeez, I got one on me right now.
No, I was hearing a story about a guy that works on a movie set. So he has 2 different cars that he drives to sets. One is just nothing but blanks. And the other car, he'll have live rounds in because it's where he's going. But the thing is, he goes, that's how much I separate what I do here.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to those links to do that where he has 2 different cars and he drives this one. It has nothing but blanks in it and nothing. Any gun that comes out of there. And I heard the other thing, too, some of these movie studios like, Chicago PD or whatever, they're getting rid of the real guns anymore. There's all be about flashpoints. From what
I don't know why they're not anyways.
Well, the problem with this whole situation is what's going to happen is what they call the armory person in these sets.
Yeah, armory. Yeah, the armory guy.
The person that did that going to be the one that's going to get in trouble in the long run, which probably shouldn't be the one that gets in trouble. But if you're in charge of armory, you're always supposed to have a double check.
Did you see the one on this?
Yes.
Have you seen a video of her yet? She's a fruitcake.
No. Well, she comes from like her father was an armory
Where did
guy.
where did she get shot? Because if you're going to point a gun at somebody for some reason, don't point it at somebody where you can kill them.
They hit her stomach.
A headshot.
Yeah, he was pointing at the camera.
It hit her in the stomach. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then whatever came off, the director got hit too.
It went right.
Yeah.
It went
So it was
right
a ricochet.
through her, probably.
Went through her?
I'm going to guess it went through her.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
was
what I'm
there a real
guessing.
bullet in there, or was it just like?
I don't know.
Because we were talking about in class, and one of my teachers said that they load them with 30% gunpowder for the flash and the sound pop, obviously.
Yeah.
So you think these are blanks?
Well, but that's it. Could have been a blank, but if, like you're saying, if they mess around with them on set, maybe it was loaded
We'll
and nobody
find out.
checked it.
It had to be loaded.
Yeah. If it went through her,
it was the same kind of concept.
You could kill somebody with a blank, but
same as Brandon Lee. The Brandon Lee was a blank.
No, his was a real bullet too.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
The ones like the Freddie Prinze one back in the 70s, he pulled it out and was like, "Oh, I'm committing suicide," and then did it, but it was a blank.
Chico and the Man.
But they got wax wadding in there, and it's still coming out at 1,500 feet per second. It just blows right through your head. It's not much, but it's enough to do damage.
Yeah, killed him.
It's pretty much the air, the explosion killing you. But I'm gonna have to guess. I haven't heard enough, but I'm guessing it was a real bullet.
That's crazy, man.
Find out
to
in a
hit 2
year.
people. I mean, that's
Yeah, if it went
It's
through
crazy.
her, yeah.
Karma.
Again, he's extremely anti-Second Amendment for normal people like us. Alec Baldwin.
But he has a gun in a movie he's producing.
To make money, and then he accidentally shoots somebody, and I'm hoping it's accidentally. You never know. Maybe he's a nut.
Yeah,
How many times have he been, recorded screaming at his daughter or assaulting women in the streets, because they took a picture of him multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Director of cinematography. Maybe he didn't like her too much.
Oh, I don't know.
You hope not.
So that's your ugly.
That's my ugly.
Ugly.
You have an ugly off the top of your head, Jace, this week? You have something?
Well, come around to me.
Okay, Willie.
I do. I have the Chicago Blackhawks. Well, here's the thing: is
that was today.
Well, it was for today, but really it was about they find themselves in the NHL record books for wrong reasons. So the Blackhawks, they're 0-5-1 on the season with a 6-3. They just lost to my Red Wings 6-3. During which they've never held a lead. They have 360 minutes and 57 seconds. It's the longest streak without holding a lead to begin a season since the 1979-80 season.
It's bad hockey.
Dude, that's ugly.
And then on the top of that is what happened today.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Never thought I'd say in Chicago would be like, thank God for the Bulls.
Right.
Or the White Sox.
Or the Cubs.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Mayor Lightfoot?
Yeah.
Not that far.
And ugly yet, Chase? You don't have to if you don't want
I thought you were going to go.
All right, well, I'm going to do the Dodgers and all the money and all the players they have, and they didn't get to the pinnacle like everybody thought they would, including myself. So the Dodgers are my ugly. We'll see what happens with them in the offseason. They're going to have some decisions to make, and so there's a few.
Well, they got the same thing as the Watson. They got Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, I think he's done with baseball, though.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they're going to have to eat some of that contract, I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be insured, but
deep pockets over there.
Yeah. Just to get rid of them. Jace, anything yet?
I'm going to go with the Lakers. All of the young people that they have traded away are all undefeated. And where are they? Sitting at the bottom of the Western Conference standings with all of those old people, and everybody thought that they were going to be amazing.
I like it.
Good point.
Yep.
How about the bad? The bad. Willie?
I do have the bad. Did anybody watch that Illinois-Penn State game?
What's bad? The new system or just the game itself?
Well, it's double. Yeah, it's a
Both.
double. It's a double barrel there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the system and the play calling was just atrocious. So they said that it was like James Franklin's worst loss ever of his career. That I mean, and you get the opportunity to watch that crap?
No, I didn't see. We didn't see it.
Yeah, it was just crazy about the crap that was going on there. I mean, quarterbacks are getting injured, trying to make plays. All these teams are trying to do is run it up the gut, and they tried to do some little Philadelphia special.
QB dropped it in overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was about 5 yards.
See that. Yeah, we saw that.
About 5 yards from the end zone.
So it was that they are my bad. 10 regulations. I think they had what was it 4 or 5 that went 0-0-0-0 because they couldn't.
Oh,
neither team could do anything. So yeah, that was my ugly or my bad. Sorry, it's bad and ugly.
Anything bad?
The officiating from the Bears game. There were just There was one pass interference call that should have been called in the end zone on the Buccaneers when it was only 7-0. So going to Cole Kmet, defensive back has both of his hands basically on his jersey. Something should have been called. Few holding calls that just were right there, obvious, didn't get called. It didn't help the Bears in the long run, but just officiating, I don't know. It sucks.
They would have needed a lot more than that.
Yeah. Bad.
Mine goes. I watched the Packer game, actually, some of it. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw Taylor Heineke go to his. I mean, I know he's a Packer fan growing up and everything, but he gets a touchdown, real close, dives in, whatever, runs, does a Lambeau leap in the opposing. First of all, I it's so disrespectful. I mean, that's what the local team does. You don't do that. And then they go back to the review, and he slid down about 6 inches short of the end zone.
Oh.
So they got to, and that was on third and long. So they got to go to fourth down.
And they get it.
No, and then he fumbles on fourth down.
Nice.
So it makes you look like an asshole.
Karma.
Nice. My bad is the Ravens. After their huge win against the Chargers the week before, they kind of lay a giant goose egg at home to the Bengals. So the Bengals are playing good, but you can't get beat by that much at home in a first-place type of game. So my Ravens are the bad this week. Now the good, the happy part of the show. Any good, Ed?
Houston Astros, third World Series trip in 5 years. Jordan Alvarez was in Fuego. And they didn't even need the, what do they call the garbage can thing?
No.
Use a camera on a garbage can?
It kind of goes back to this Tom Brady thing again. Oh, he cheated by deflating the footballs. That negates 40 years of footballs, games.
7 Super Bowls and 10 appearances and 7 wins.
It's kind of the same thing. They keep winning.
Yeah,
but they're not screwing around.
Yeah. Any goods, Jace?
Dusty Baker made a promise to his mentor, Hank Aaron, to make it to the World Series, and that is what he did. So, good for Dusty Baker.
Hank Aaron, who died of COVID after being vaccinated. He did.
Willie.
I'm going to go with the Michigan State women's soccer team making it to the Big Ten playoff for the first time since 2011. And in fact, they're going to host the first round against Iowa on Halloween.
Nice.
So,
what happens if they win?
They go, well, if Wisconsin wins their first round, they will be playing in Wisconsin on the 4th.
So we all might be going up
November
there,
4th.
Bench warmer field trip.
Yes, go.
There you go.
I kind of have something to add to that, going off women's soccer. Kansas City National Women's Soccer League has announced plans for the first stadium built for a National Women's Soccer League team. $70 million, privately funded, 11,000 seats, will be expandable in the future.
11 seats.
11,000.
Oh, 11,000.
And
sorry.
It's going to be intimate.
Hey, guys.
A lot of people looking at each other.
And a 50-year lease for 7 acres on the Barkley River front, set to open in 2024.
Who's paying for this? The city?
Privately funded.
Oh, privately? Okay, good for them. That's fine then.
My good is people we talked about earlier, some players. I'm going to do Burrow-Chase combination. That's my good.
Yeah.
Just pretty much taking the league by storm at this point. I know it's early, a lot of games left, but I have a trivia question built off that. That's why I did it as my good. My good here is that I got a question for you. So 25 and under, quarterback throws for 400 yards, and the receiver has 200 yards receiving in a game. The third duo to do it was this past weekend. We had Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Can you name the other two that have done it? I'll give you the teams. KC, under 25, 400 yards passing, 200 yards receiving.
You got to go Mahomes, Tyreek.
Okay. And the other team, the St. Louis Rams.
That's going to be
under 25.
It's going to be Denny Green and I can think of his name. Is it Green? Trent Green?
No.
No, it's
can't be Kurt Warner. He was too old. Was it really?
No. No.
Oh, I was going to say he was old.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Isaac Bruce as a receiver.
Bruce.
I wasn't going to say Bruce anyways.
How about the quarterback?
Oh, man. So who was the one Green was didn't they have 3 quarterbacks there like in that 2-year period? And then Warner
I believe this kid played at Michigan State.
Oh, that really doesn't help.
I think. I could be wrong. Maybe I messed you guys up. Can I just tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Tony Banks?
Tony Banks. He went to Michigan State. Yeah, yes, he did.
Yeah,
Tony, I saw it. I go,
Tony Banks,
I
Michigan
saw that
State.
thing.
Yeah.
I go, Tony Banks.
Tony Banks, yeah.
Touchdown, Tony Banks.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of Isaac Bruce either.
No, Bruce, you were thinking of Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt, yeah.
I have a little bit of a break here for anybody that'll be listening to this in the future. If you didn't know, Charlie Morton broke his leg.
Yeah.
On an awkward follow-through. He broke his leg.
Huh.
He walked off the mound and everything.
Broken
but
fibula.
Fractured fibula he has.
Well, they better check that because
44
that's
pitches.
not normal.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, so he's done for the rest of the World Series and possibly longer.
Well, you better get that. I mean, obviously they're going to check that, but a broken fibula on a follow-through on a pitch is not good.
He didn't drink enough milk as a kid.
Yeah. It could be other things.
Yeah. So we have some jokes, right?
Yeah, Willie's got some jokes.
Willie's not here either. So what was a joke we heard this week? I was going to tell him, Jace. I had that joke I heard, and it was like a dad joke. We saw it somewhere. I don't know where it was. Probably it was real cheesy.
Was it from Beetlejuice?
Oh, it might have been.
Yeah, I think it was from him. It was something he said.
I can't remember what he said.
He said a lot of funny things.
I can't remember what he said. Whatever.
If
yeah.
you're ever at Universal, go see the makeup show. It's quite entertaining.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. The two women that did the show were hilarious, and the Beetlejuice that came out before was pretty funny.
Well, since Willie's not here, I got a couple Australian jokes.
Go ahead.
It's getting a little crazy over there.
Yeah.
So, an Australian guy walks into a bar. Bartender says, "I've notified the authorities. I hope you enjoy your time in the re-education camp." No. All right. A priest and a rabbi go into a bar. An Australian guy doesn't leave his house.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just was thinking of these ones. How many Australians does it take to screw in a light bulb on a front porch? 35 million. One to turn the light bulb. 34,999,999 to shame him for being outside of his house.
It's getting that bad over there, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hey, it takes guts to be an organ donor.
Willie, you got some jokes?
We got your dad joke time. The spotlight's on you.
I just did my Australian jokes, and they a couple of them landed.
Yeah.
What's a crafty dancer's favorite hobby? Cutting a rug.
Crafty dancer.
Like crafts.
Yeah.
Okay, Willie's turn now. Willie's
All
turn.
right.
right.
It's a weird term.
So I'm kind of going with the theme here. We're like a little Halloween.
Okay. Oh, a Halloween show movie.
Oh,
We gotta
yeah.
do that.
We got to do that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Willie.
I'm going with the Halloween dad jokes. So why do ghosts make the best cheerleaders?
I don't know. It's something to do with the boo, I bet.
Because they have spirit.
Oh, spirit. I like it.
What hair product is mostly used by all the witches?
Witches. Say it again.
Shampoo.
Say it again.
What hair product is mostly used by all the witches?
I don't know.
Scare spray.
Jeez, that was worse than mine. Shampoo.
That didn't land. Shampoo was best.
I think so.
What genre of music do mummies love?
Mumford and Sons. I'm just kidding.
That's just the mash. They love the Monster Mash.
How about I don't know.
Rap music.
Yeah, I like that one.
That was a good one. That was good. I like it.
What's in a ghost's nose?
Huh?
What is in a ghost's
Boogies.
nose?
Boogers.
There you go. You got it.
I'm getting
Hey!
the boozing.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding. Why should you really avoid being friends with zombies?
I don't know, because they're a real bore. I don't know.
Because they're really rotten people.
Rotten. Oh, that's pretty good,
That's a
actually.
good one.
How do witches write their spells?
I don't know.
In cursive. Cursive.
Curse.
In curses.
Why is it cheaper to throw a party at a haunted house?
People are dying to get in or out. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because the ghosts bring all the booze.
Ah, man, my booze was gone. I thought you were going to be, it's the dead man's party. Who would ask for more?
Isn't that great? Because the ghosts bring all the booze.
Nice. Okay. Is that it?
Oh. That's all I mean.
Charlie Morton took a baseball off his leg.
Oh, that's different.
That hurts.
Let's see. Do you know why parents aren't naming their kids Ahab anymore?
Ahab?
Because Ray Stevens isn't popular anymore? Jeez. I have no idea.
Because they don't want to deal with all the wailing.
Oh.
There you go.
Why do the Irish make their chili with 239 beans?
Wait, Irish make their chili. I don't know.
There are no potatoes.
One more, it'd be 240. Farty.
240. Come on.
I knew the 240, but I couldn't figure out what it even made.
What do leeches and the Eiffel Tower have in common?
Leeches in the Eiffel Tower. Oh.
Blood sucking?
They're both parasites.
Parasites. Oh. Willie's got that little je ne sais quoi today.
Yeah.
And I've asked you guys this already. Chase, what's brown and sticky?
A stick.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey,
you
what-
listening?
What do you call a fat psychic?
Time's
A
up.
Buddha?
A fortune teller.
Oh.
So let's go to our Halloween movie.
Oh yeah.
And I only got one this week. Mandy Holzer said Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, everybody's talking about
which
that.
Is pretty.
Have you seen it?
That's the one with Dan Patrick.
Yeah, Dan Patrick and Adam Sandler.
Yes,
Jace, have you seen that too? Hubie Halloween?
Nope.
Oh, it's pretty funny. Okay, so
Man, we should have put that stuff up earlier. Nobody's responding on the Facebook thing and then on the intro webs. Huh. We should used to kill on that.
Yeah.
We have to get going here.
We'll
People,
get it
we
back.
are going to go back to doing this, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been busy.
What's your favorite?
Like Halloween type movie?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is awesome. I mean,
I agree.
He's even better in person.
Yeah.
I got a ton of them I like. What do you got, Willie?
I had to watch this on PBS the other night. It's
Benny,
a great.
Benny Hill has a Halloween special. Trick or treat.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yep.
Oh, great
Good
one.
call.
Yes, yes. Jace, do you have any Halloween ones you like that you've seen?
Halloween
itself.
Yeah. It's stupid because he gets shot with a shotgun in the head, and he just gets up and walks right after the guy. So
Was he in a movie set with Alec Baldwin too?
Oh, I wonder if that was a blank.
What else? What else you got? You said a couple more.
I like. Well, I mean, Ghostbusters. I mean, you
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
that.
No, that's a good one. Yeah.
Kind of a ghosty.
Yeah, yeah.
New one's coming out soon with
Yeah,
Paul
there's a-
Rudd and the young people.
I was watching that. It kind of seems interesting, and then it kind of
Yeah,
doesn't.
it kind of. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like, yeah, it looks good. And it's like, I don't know if I really want. I don't
If Paul Rudd was in the whole thing, it'd be good.
know. Yeah.
Paul Rudd's awesome.
Yeah. Any other ones, Willie? You got? How about go back to like the old like Draculas and I know those are only Halloween.
You like
but
some
they're-
of those old ones?
The old black and whites with Boris Karloff.
What was the one-
No, who was the
Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
who is it?
Crazy.
Boris Karloff? No.
Boris Karloff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of them. There's
he did
Bela
great.
Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi did a great. Yeah, he was Dracula. Bela Lugosi.
What was the movie that Grandma's friend did the makeup for?
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
That's more recent. That's like about 1980.
81, 80. Yeah. And then
But it was great makeup. Actually,
David,
for the
what was the
time.
guy that
he was in the commercial for Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, and he had a song, "I'm making it."
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yep. David Naughton.
David Naughton. Yeah, you're right.
Naughton.
How about Idle Hands? You guys ever seen that one?
No.
It's with Seth Green, I think. Or is he in that one?
Oh, I've heard. Yeah. How about Scary Movie?
Scary Movie's great too.
Yeah, it's
the
a-
first one.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't Drew Barrymore gets killed right off the bat.
Yeah.
That's great. in
How
the
about
movie.
Not Another Scary? What was that? Not Another Scary Movie, or what was that called? Or the ones with the Wayans brothers, those three. With
Yes.
Chris Elliott's in the movie with the little hand.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma strong hand.
Those are
I
funny.
think Chris Elliott said, "Why does he not get kicked out for his? Wasn't he the retarded paper boy?"
Yeah. What was that movie called though? With the Wayans brothers, those Halloween are. Is it Not Another Scary
I
Movie?
think it is
or-
Another
or-
Scary
Movie.
Oh yeah, because Scream. I meant Scream was the one I was talking about.
Well,
The
would you
actual-
say Scary Movie?
I said Scary Movie.
Oh, I
That-
was thinking Scream all the way.
Yeah, Scream
Yeah.
is the one the legit one, but Scary Movie is what they're called.
I mean, Exorcist is still scary
Yeah.
if you watch it still to this
Yeah.
day, and it's like I think it's from '73.
Who was that? Linda Blair, correct?
Linda
Yeah,
Blair,
it's
yeah.
scary.
I guess
as
I
shit.
guess I'll have to watch that.
Oh,
It's weird.
Rocky Horror's classic.
I never saw that.
Oh, it's weird, but it's
The second
a lot of transgender
the second
stuff, so-
Conjuring. The second Conjuring is very good.
I don't watch Conjurings.
The
They're-
first one's okay. The second one I liked a lot.
They're creepy.
It was off like a real thing that actually happened. Like they have live footage from the BBC.
How about Blair Witch Project?
I never
I don't
watched
like
it.
that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Here's one with ghosts and everything. It's underrated. The Frighteners. Michael J. Fox. You have not seen this one? Oh, you got to watch it. It's pretty good.
Is it really?
He can talk to ghosts and everything, so they go around, and then he kind of does a Ghostbusters thing.
Oh.
But like they're like his buddies, so he's like, "I'll come in there and get rid of your ghosts." For he's a scam artist.
How about the cartoons with Adam Sandler in them? What's that called? Where he's the Dracula?
I don't know.
Hotel Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania, the cartoon.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You've seen Hotel Transylvania?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're
pretty good. Yeah.
What about
Lobby.
the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I said that.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry.
I just
I
said it
just
like
showed
12
up.
seconds
Those
ago.
power lines.
No, Rocky Horror. It's actually
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead's excellent.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, another one.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
The female one was pretty.
You guys
good,
ever
with,
seen
Melissa McCarthy?
You guys ever seen Bubba Hotep?
Oh, I got one.
No.
You've never seen that one? It's Bruce Campbell as he's like Elvis in the. They've got him like put away, but it's a whole bunch of shit. Like comes back from Egypt, and John F. Kennedy's there, but his brain, what's left of it after the assassination, is in this old black guy's head in the nursing home. Dude, it's great. You gotta. It's so off the wall. It's weird.
Wow. What movie?
Army of Darkness.
Yeah, that's what Bruce Campbell.
That's what I said, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
but you said a different movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, Zombieland, yeah.
Zombieland's great.
Zombieland's funny.
In a couple of years, it'll be the Munsters movie that Rob Zombie's making.
That's who's making the one right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I saw that come.
The
out,
Munsters
too.
are a great TV show. I thought that was a great. If you're talking on TV shows,
I don't know that. Yeah.
Who is that? Megan Fox.
Yeah,
Megan Fox.
Yeah. They got
Jennifer's
those
Body.
ones like Happy Death Day. I've never seen
Adam's
those.
Family. Not really
It's a
scary,
cartoon,
but
yeah.
nice.
The TV show was better than the stupid movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, Willie.
Get Out. I don't know what that is.
You don't remember the Get Out?
Oh,
that's a more recent one.
Poltergeist.
Yeah,
Poltergeist.
Yeah, Get Out's the one where they made all the trailers and they're doing all the. There was a trend where, in the movie, the black dude's just straight running in a line and he
Right.
like.
Oh yeah.
You remember
You ever
that?
seen-
It was like 2016, 15-ish.
Yeah.
This is kind of a Christmas movie and horror movie, Dead Snow. Yeah, I think I've told you guys about this one.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Where the Nazis come back to life, all the dead Nazi zombies. And then the one guy's arm gets chopped off at in like an accident, a real person. And then they take like one of the Nazis' arms and put it on accident because they found it in the accident, so they thought it was his arm. So he got like this mangled Nazi arm, and now he goes around and starts stabbing everybody with it. He can't control it.
How about A Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, that would be considered one. I've seen that come up. That's a pretty good movie too.
It's pretty good. It's great. It's a great for a cartoon. It's pretty cool. It's different. And who is that? Timothy Burton?
Tim Burton, yeah.
Tim
Same
Burton, yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, he did that too.
Beetlejuice.
Which Beetlejuice is revolutionary. I mean, I watched it not too long ago, maybe about 3 months ago, and it's amazing.
So before we go, I just noticed this. You know, the Badgers are favored by 3 this week against Iowa at home.
Oh boy,
that's crazy.
Was it the Heartland Trophy?
Yeah, I don't know. And Michigan State is getting 4.5 at home with Michigan. 6 versus 8. Big game this week. Early game too. 11 o'clock. No respect at all for the Big Ten. It should be a 2:30 game for sure.
Should be a night game under the lights at the big house.
Well, 2:30 is a good game.
It's at Michigan State.
Oh, so
they don't have lights.
I'm sure. I think they do.
Sure
yeah,
they
they
do.
do. They played against Penn State at night early in the year.
So I just noticed that, and we did bring it up. Let's take a peek. I think Georgia is still number 1. And you have Cincinnati at 2. Alabama has jumped to 3. Oklahoma is at 4. Ohio State's at 5. Of course, they're creeping in again. Ohio State. They always creep in somehow. They're like that. They're like that relative you can't get rid of.
Yeah, it's like a rash I've had.
Huh? Michigan's at 6. Oregon has moved back in the top 10 at 7. Michigan State at 8. Iowa at 9. And Ole Miss at 10. Notre Dame on the edge at 11. So that's what we got for the college football rankings. I don't know. You guys got anything else? Or are we all good? Or
well, we covered a lot today.
Yeah, we did a good job. I like it.
True or false?
False. Oh,
Matt Nagy's current record is 31-24.
True.
Yep.
He actually has a better record than who, Jace?
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle
Yes,
Shanahan.
he does. Yes, you guys.
Who's on the bench warmers hot seat?
I think Jimmy Garoppolo's more on the hot seat than he is. Trade him.
Jimmy Garoppolo is the hot seat.
He's some
He's
man
like
candy.
he's like one of the hottest.
Jace,
guys
want to try
in
some salsa?
sports.
No, I'm okay. Did you guys try that already?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
we
darn.
did.
I'll have to listen to that. Missed the best part.
You try it. Do you like salsa?
It's not bad at all.
Unless it's from Chicken Guy.
It is.
Yeah, totally.
It's I Dare It Chicken Guy.
Yeah.
He said it's really good with pumpkin roll.
Oh, you know, you like pork, anybody like pork rinds here?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
of course you do.
We stopped at this place in
Polite Pig.
Polite Pig, it was called. It's a restaurant. It was in Disney Springs. We stopped there. Our last day, we had some time to kill, so we walked around Disney Springs. And Jace got a pretzel. I got that. And I got fresh pork rinds with pimento cheese dipping sauce.
Oh, my gosh.
Pimento cheese to dip them in.
That was good.
Like real pork rinds.
Oh, yeah. When I was eating,
This is
because
fried pork.
You
They're
could hear them crackling in your mouth still.
Yeah, crackling.
Oh, and they had like a seasoning on them. Wow. They were incredible.
And
I didn't eat them all because there was a whole thing in a
the
fork.
food looked pretty good too. As servers were walking
Yeah.
by with it, it smelled pretty good in there too.
We stopped at Chicken Guy Fieri's chicken finger joint.
Okay.
We split some chicken fingers, had those, they were good.
You guys,
He has like 20 different sauces you can get. It's awesome. The sauces are great.
Ranchero.
Got
Basically
some
salsa.
ice cream at Ghirardelli's.
did you really?
A single scoop, just with a little hot fudge, and it's thick
Was it
hot
good?
fudge.
Oh.
Yeah,
To die for.
yeah.
Have you ever had bad ice cream? Really?
No,
I know.
never.
Yeah.
Even like I don't like mint chocolate chip, but I would eat it.
Oh
It's
my
weird
God,
because it's
yeah.
ice cream. Ice cream is one of the best treats in the world.
Wonder where it came from.
Someone churning.
Well,
how you make it? Oh, that's
you know it couldn't have come over from Europe because everything bad came over from there.
Gelato. You know, that's Italian.
Everybody forgets that they're sitting there eating ice cream, complaining about all the crap that happened from well, Europe brought all this over, the plague and smallpox, and it's like, yeah, and mint chip ice cream, asshole,
and French
and
fries.
scurvy,
everything else,
And basically everything we eat.
and pizza.
yeah, and Giselle.
Don't ask her.
Full circle.
I wanna-
Actually, she's from like Brazil or
Tom
something.
Brady offered me a date with her.
and her diamond rings.
I don't believe it. I don't believe. I'm calling bullshit on
And
this. one.
Shaliz Monza Young.
Chalice sound beautiful.
If you ever go to a game at Tampa, check out the team store.
Oh,
It
yeah, it's
is
pretty sweet.
Humongous.
Yeah, it's giant. It's a nice team store they got there.
And it's right across from the player parking lot, so you can see guys walking in. We
Yeah,
saw
we
Tom
saw-
Brady's big old Raptor.
Did anybody get any
And his car.
TB12 gear?
Nice.
Hey, did anybody watch the Mannings last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Did you see Marshawn Lynch?
Yes.
They ran a play, and Marshawn Lynch said, "What the fuck?" on TV.
Yes.
Because it was a messed up play.
Peyton Manning apologized today for that
Well,
because he has to.
What are they? What channel are they on?
ESPN 2. They sit and watch the game and kind of
They
sit
can
like.
swear on there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And they had Brady on, and Brady was just they were just railing on each other.
Oh, wait, Tom Brady was on last night with them?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and so was Drew Brees. Drew Brees was as well.
It was a
watching the-
reunion.
That's becoming the best thing to watch on my night.
Absolutely, I just sat there and
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I'm gonna have to
it's
watch
so
it next
good.
week for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So what is it like? In what kind of format? Like a talk show or just?
The game's on, and they're sitting in their homes on like a Zoom, and they're
Yeah.
just talking about
you
the
got three guys on the
Ah.
side there. The game.
This is for Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Yes.
So instead of watching Monday Night Football, you watch this and watch them watch Monday Night Football.
Yes. Yes.
Kind of like those guys that play Fortnite on YouTube. And
It's almost like science fiction theater.
It's guys that are like watching
That's
our show
awesome.
right now, going, "Look at those idiots!
Yeah.
What are they talking about?"
I want to do a game like that. one night.
oh, the beard guy's gonna say something. Let's
oh
wait
my
for
god!
it.
I wanna
Oh
do-
no, he's gonna get up and go pee again.
I want to do a game like that
You guys should,
one night.
You guys should do the. Guys could do it. You guys could do like one of the championship games for football.
We can't. You can't. I think as our like
Yeah, but we wouldn't show it. We just talk. People
Talk
watch
about
while we
it.
talk about it. They
you
can wa-
you guys watch it. We talk about it.
yeah, you guys watch. We talk. We'll.
Yeah, we've done it before for the
The draft, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. The draft was cool.
If you're listening to us, flick on ESPN for Monday Night Football.
Only thing we'll be behind, but
Yeah, you're about.
because this TV's behind.
If it's anybody but Steve Allen, we didn't steal that gig.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so a good show tonight, guys. Nice show. Let's do the usual and have our closing thoughts. So, Ed, what are your closing thoughts tonight? Nice throw. Safe.
I'm following the science this week.
Good. Nice. Jason, any closing thoughts?
Indian Trail boys volleyball won tonight. They're on to sectionals now, and if they win, they'll be in Madison next Thursday for state.
Nice.
Hey, you could be there too next Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I could.
it
go.
might be a wild Thursday.
It could be.
College soccer girls
Yes.
and
Yes, sir.
high school boy volleyball
There
players.
you go.
Ed's more for the volleyball, it sounds like.
Do they wear tight shorts?
Might be.
I'm not giving away my hand yet.
9 times.
9 times.
9 times. 9 times.
9 times.
9 times. 9 times.
9 times.
9 times.
Willie, any closing thoughts?
What's going on this week? Oh, it's going to be Halloween this weekend, correct? Yes.
Sunday. I'll be in Chicago.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Bears 49ers.
Oh yeah, good for you. Yeah.
I'm going to dress up as Justin Fields and I'll put a bunch of other players on my back.
That would be awesome.
No, but all the teams they played for are like
Carrying them.
dummies on me, like
You're carrying the team. I get it.
like have a Packer on me, have a Buccaneer,
that's-
like they're sacking me.
I would have the whole team on your back, like the whole
no,
Bears team.
like they're getting sacked. Yeah,
I think he should dress up as the Bear Man and go, I'm the real Bear Man.
Bear Man was actually
he's
in
not real.
Tampa.
yeah. Bear Man was in Tampa.
Was
Yeah.
he? I'm the
Holy
real Bear
cow.
Man. No, I'm the real Bear
No,
Man.
and go up to Bear Man and do the old, the old TV shows where like he moves and I move.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like a mirror.
He's like,
I'm the real Bear Man. No, I'm the real Bear Man.
no, I just mouthed the word.
Do you ever see him leave
Freak
his?
him out.
Do you ever see him leave his seat
Not too often.
I have seen him. He's had a poop one time or something. I'm guessing because bears poop in the woods.
His
So
tail
he didn't come back forever. He had to go a long ways to find the woods.
He's in Millennium Park taking a dump against a tree.
Taking
bears crap in the woods.
Taking the bark off a tree.
A couple walking by, taking a walk. Huh. They do. Just keep walking.
See, honey? She's like, see, honey?
Now what's he doing? He's in that bee's nest over there.
He's getting honey. What the hell?
Hey, he's stealing picnic baskets.
And I can picture him like, give me the picnic basket. Rawr.
Oh God,
he's so creepy. If you ever, you've talked to him, I guarantee.
No, I've got a picture, and he's like,
He'll just
he
go,
growls in your ear.
He
He
goes,
goes,
hey, how you doing?
like he's trying to blow in it, but growling. It's
It's like one of those fake Saturday night growls.
It sounds like your dog. Like before they do the bark and they see something like
yeah, when Amazon's out there.
Yeah, not sure what to do, and I'm gonna bark, but he don't bark yet.
Yeah, he's special.
He's in the Hall of Fame. I always say that he is in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And you could have been if you'd have got that ball.
Yes. Willie, any closing thoughts? You're done with yours.
I'm done.
Okay.
I forgot what they were, but I'm done.
Yeah, that's it for this week.
Who wants more pumpkin roll?
Once again, we are the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out next week, as usual. And everybody have a safe and happy Halloween. Take care.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks, park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome.
Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Like give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.